Yeah, are we going to sponsor them now?
Yeah.
Sponsored by Free Bots.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it's going to be the next live cam show. It's just going to be like... oh, yeah. Sponsored by the Fortnightly Forum. Do you think we could do that? I think it'd be good. Hello and welcome back to the Fortnightly Forum, the place where we speak rubbish and you listen. With me today, I've got some of our regular life pundits, Sam, Elliot, Jordan and Guff. And unfortunately for you, you've still got me, Matthew Hall, as your host.
He gets two names. We only get one.
Yeah.
Shit.
Important, okay.
Sam Hardman, Elliot Rhodes, David Guthrie and Jordan Pears.
No.
Fucking we're all an equal level here, Matt.
I'm normally called Guffers. I've been taken down a syllable.
Yeah, you're just Guff. You're just going to be G soon.
Dr. G's making a comeback.
It's just going to be...
And...
Can we call you G Money?
G Money.
No.
Aww.
Just stripper name.
Dr. G is a
Dr.
G Money. I like G Money actually.
Do you?
I'll call you G Money from now on.
No, it's not catching up. We're not doing that.
Someone called me Gathario the other day. I thought it was very Shakespearean.
Go away. Get out of my life.
Yeah, whenever we say anything beginning with the letter G, it's just aimed at you, Guff. It's just like anything at all.
God, John, you in genitals.
I was in the garden the other day. Why? I'm not even part of this.
I'm in my house. I'll be talking about me.
No,
I
Sam,
was
we're
in the
my
garage and
house.
I'm right here.
Right here. You alright?
Not too bad.
Yeah,
Not
I know
now.
we've been hanging out for the past like 4
Yeah,
hours. But the listeners don't know that. Listeners want to know how you all are, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've had some very lovely burgers.
After that-
You're right.
Yeah, we did.
We did. We made burgers. We should have started podcasting about
Because
3
it's
hours
National
ago.
Burger Day.
It is National Burger Day.
Happy National Burgers Day, everyone.
Boop boop.
MBD.
Here's for the next food holiday that people seem to just put on random days and
Yeah.
say it's National this day.
I can't wait for Shark Week.
Yes,
Well, you're going to go food related.
Once a week, every month.
Yeah, he did. He did go food related, Sam.
Any of you
Sure.
ever eaten shark?
Eat the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Eat the fuck right out of it.
Yeah.
Off it. They don't have feet.
This is my accent, so don't mock. Don't mock.
Yeah, we're
You're going to
bringing
get rid
the,
of one list.
bringing the lisp back. The lisp is making a
Hashtag
comeback.
bring back lisp.
Yeah. Let's get it trending, guys.
So we record the lisp so you can see how awful it is on video.
camera.
We did for a bit, didn't we?
Oh yeah, Avin Oops has got an awful lot of me lisping.
Oh yeah, check it out, guys.
Tuna sandwich.
Yeah.
And some terrible acting as well.
Yeah.
Not
What?
just a lisp.
What?
Do you want to?
From Sean Thomas.
Alright.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, we were amazing.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck you, Sean. I hope he listens. Did you see him on that photo? He looked well threatening.
Where?
On
No.
David's cover photo. He looks really big, and now I'm worried that I'm saying,
You're not man
I'm
enough.
chatting smack about him. He's gonna beat me up.
You're going to get a knock on your door in
Yeah.
a few days, like, oh,
Do you think Sean listens?
I hope so.
I really hope so.
I hope he listens
I reckon he's
to
our
that.
number one fan. Maybe he can start hashtag bring back lisp. See how it goes. So, who's done anything interesting? Knowing that none of you have because you're all boring fuckers.
yeah.
I've redecorated my bedroom.
Ooh.
He went
Is
to
it now a-
Amsterdam.
I don't care. I want to head back Jordan's bedroom. Is it now a proper bachelor pad?
Not yet, it's nearly going to be a beet laboratory.
You're gonna have some.
Beet's so sweet they give you diabetes.
Yeah. You're gonna have some nice leopard print throws.
Yes. I'm going to just be throwing leopards until they stick to
Yeah.
the walls.
Do it.
That's how it works.
Definitely do it. Yes.
that picture.
Yeah, that picture. We'll put it on our Twitter page. No, we won't. 'Cause
Speaking
that'd
of
be
leopard
creepy.
print throws, did I tell you that I actually have one, unfortunately, in
Do
my
you?
room? I'm a bit pissed off, to be honest.
Yeah, so am I.
Well, basically,
You don't have one, or?
Yes! I thought I owned them all.
no,
I've got leopard print throw wallpaper.
no, like my bed broke at like uni, like the day that I got there. Like,
Oh, you've got a habit of breaking beds, have you?
you're damn right. Oh. horribly alone. No, but no, like it broke like the day I moved into like my new flat last year, and then I was like asking up until Christmas, like they were like, "Oh, just get the bed in the basement," and I was like, "I'm not doing that." And then luckily Carlisle flooded.
Is that the one with like handcuffs chained to it?
Like, but yeah, thankfully Carlisle did flood, and so did our basement, so I didn't have to use that bed, so they got me a new one. But it was very clinical looking, and it just pissed me off a little bit. I didn't want to be on a
Is it
like
they'll
look like
give
a
you a
hospital
hospital bed?
Unless, well, it was like the metal bars and stuff, and it just
Yeah.
looked a bit like clinical. So I was like, well, I need to like.
Rubber mattress.
Well, I was like, not quite. No.
You're a sick guy.
But I was like,
ill as fuck.
"Wee, that's the same
G-Money! So sick he's got
Dr. G in the house.
It's what they're doing.
So sick he can't have kids. Yeah. So
It's not
or at
allowed
least
to.
ethically wrong to have them.
He's on the register.
Oh god, this is a good thing. I'm so ill. Apparently, I've become a paedophile.
You are sick, Go.
Please don't put this bit out.
We'll keep going with it.
No, but basically, I have this blanket that I took to Leeds, like I bought from Leeds Fest, and obviously Leeds Fest is not going to have the most like massive a range of stylish carpets. I was going to say, I'll take that for the living room. No blankets, and like I was very cold, so I bought this, and then it was just lying about. So I thought, I'll just put that on the back of the bed for the time being, so it doesn't look as clinical. And I realised I just had this Quagmire-esque room.
I was going to say, every time a lady see it, just...
Yeah, it's just a bit. So I'm hoping to change that when I go back. But
Yeah. So you've been to Amsterdam, Go?
I have been to Amsterdam.
Is
Yeah,
it fun?
it was mint.
Do some wacky backy?
I think that's not a question.
All right, Grandad.
Try a bit of that.
One of those Mountain
Yes.
One weed, please.
Just half a weed, please.
No, I was gonna say like
driving.
Amsterdam's like surprisingly amazing, like in terms of city.
I just wanted to see it.
It's
Yeah.
actually so like it's really really nice. Like I think my favourite part of it was there was a couple of things that we liked, but it like it was the culture, like in terms of. I mean, what aesthetically it was nice because like there was a canal pretty much no matter where you went, and it was nice like. And like the way they had it, because I think Amstel and Heineken were both made in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so like there's a lot of pubs. So it reminded me a bit of How I Met Your Mother,
Right.
because they have all these tall block
Shit
of flats. Canned laughter everywhere. Like it's the beep.
Oh, that man's falling in the canal.
you know when you press the button on traffic lights, and it goes beep 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 beep. In UK, it's just canned laughter in Amsterdam. But no, basically, it was the fact that like there was a big kind of like. I was going to say a beer place, a pub. There was a bar or a pub at like the corner of like every road, and then there was like all these canals everywhere. And the other thing was the fact that they seemed to prioritise biking.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots
seems-
of bike.
yeah, like-
cycle lanes.
Yeah, like but in terms of traffic, because they'd have like a bike. They'd obviously have the pavement, then the bike lane, then the road. They seem to prioritise the bike lanes, and
Yeah.
it's all bikes. So it's pedal bikes, it's Vespas, it's motorbikes sometimes, as long as they're not too powerful.
definitely
Did you nearly get run over by one?
No, you know what?
I did.
Did
when
you?
I went, I went last year, and we rounded this corner, and we were only in the centre of Amsterdam for one day, and we rounded the corner, and I kind of it was one of those like some of the cycle lanes are quite defined, some of them aren't, some are like on the pavement.
Yeah.
And we were just walking, I was talking to my brother, so I was like looking at him, and then he like steps out the way, but doesn't say anything, and then
On your own, Matt?
Yeah, and then he just sort of goes, Matt. And I like turn round, and this moped honestly misses me by like half a metre because I step out the way. And I was to my brother like, he stepped out of the way and didn't like say anything. He was like, thought you'd see it. And I was like, I really died. Like that moped was travelling, man. I also saw
I'm a moped. I got hit by a moped and I didn't die. You remember it for 2 days.
Hashtag survivor.
Is it?
That's because I was very drunk.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because I was unconscious. Like,
Oh, you're on your jollies.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Yeah,
I thought it was a quad bike that hit you.
Oh no, it'd been cooler if it was a quad bike.
I'm just thinking,
So he tells the ladies.
I'm just thinking in between us, though.
Oh yeah, love.
Carry
I
on
got
with your
a
story,
bike.
Matt.
Yeah, I saw there was another one where this person on a pedal bike crashed into a stationary car at some lights and fell off, and the guy got out of his car, checked there wasn't a dent, and then just drove off. And I was just
On your own again.
to be fair though, she did just crash straight into his car and just didn't like pay any attention. She was just like crashing, like, dude, how do you do that? You're not going that fast. You're on a pedal bike. Like, use your
I
brakes.
think I'd prefer that over sort of the experience I've had in other parts of Europe, though, with just the way they drive in general. I mean,
Really?
like, almost being in sort of the big cities like Barcelona or Paris or Rome. Or
So say Rome's
Holland.
really bad.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
it's
it's supposed to be
fucking crazy
everywhere.
the driving. I mean, we were walking in Valencia, and same with Rome. When you just walk, so for you to walk across, it's green. If you're walking across, cars just go through. Red light, they'll just go through because
That's ridiculous.
they'll just keep going. It's like, mate, they've changed lights for a reason, but no, it's as soon as someone's not on there, they'll just go across regardless of colour of light.
See,
or
I
anything
wonder if
that,
it is
but-
like me and my friend Will, who I went to Amsterdam with. We were talking about how we wonder whether it is just not necessarily the fact that weed is legal, because we actually noticed not a lot of people smoking it. Like, I mean, we knew this anyway. We know it's not like a big
Not
culture
everyone,
out there.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the kind of same as going for a drink. Like, a lot of people just do it if they smoke, kind of mostly. But
Yeah.
it was one of those things, and like, we didn't notice a lot, and we assumed people probably do it in their homes and stuff. There wasn't a lot of people obviously out on the streets doing it.
Yeah.
So it was that thing we were saying. I wonder how much it's in terms of kind of the idea of relaxation is, and like more of a chilled attitude is actually indoctrinated in the society. Because we were saying, like, obviously they care about health a lot.
Yeah.
Like
they
to
are
have
very
to
health
kind of like
conscious.
prioritise something like biking as much as they do, and there seems to be a lot going on, and everyone seems to walk everywhere. Like, I think it's the only city that I've been to, considering it's the capital as well, that there's not as many cars as I thought. Like, in terms of, especially around the city, like there's not a lot of roads. Like where Manchester's just roads.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's a complicated.
Manchester.
Like, considering there's it's horrible to navigate around Manchester city centre in a car.
When there's roadworks on as well.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
God.
Always
Yeah,
roadworks on.
Like when we were there, we had a car, and navigating around Amsterdam was just
Navigating
it was
around
the worst.
Amsterdam at all.
Oh yeah, but in a car, because everything's like one way for
Yeah.
like
Days.
5 miles, and then you end up going in circles, and everything's like so narrow, it's untrue. And you're going over there, there's like little bridges and stuff, and it's just, I remember you sat in the car, it's like, I just want to get out and walk, because this is just,
Yeah.
like, you're going to end up in the canal like pretty easily.
Yeah.
Like, if you just take like an accident, that's it. Like, no, honestly, we got taken onto this route, and basically got taken onto what would be like a footpath along the side of a canal with like no barrier at all, and you're just like, what is this? Are we allowed? It's what, like,
Yeah.
our sat nav took us that way. We're just like, what is this? Like,
See,
at all?
I kind of like it in terms of, I like the idea of Amsterdam and the way it's laid out and stuff, because I think like we found, I mean, we were looking for it because a friend had suggested it, but a place called Lambardo's, which is like a burger place, but it was incredible, but it was also incredibly small for how popular it apparently was.
Oh,
Like,
the restaurant was.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
meant
Like,
burgers.
it was literally, well, it wasn't even a restaurant. No, it wasn't even a restaurant. It was just literally just like a burger shack thing.
Is it
It
on
was
your
so,
Instagram?
Yeah.
It was real, but that's what I mean. It's so, like, we were looking for it and we missed it. We walked right past it until we like turned around. But it was very, very, very nice. But it was the fact that you could easily get lost in Amsterdam, but also the fact that there's all these lovely little, like, hidden gems everywhere.
tucked away, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit like Manchester in that way, because there's a lot of stuff you just find
Yeah,
in
true.
Manchester, but Amsterdam's obviously a little bit more scenic in terms of you've got canals everywhere and...
Instead of tramps.
Well, you know what's
Actually,
also
how
nice?
many tramps were there?
Well, I'll use the official term of homeless.
Oh, well.
How many
bunch
fucking
of bigots.
scummy little...
How many drug addicts did you see getting just desserts?
Like, Will was making it...
Not mains or starters, just desserts.
Just desserts.
Yeah, I did see one homeless man with a meringue. No, but no. Will was making a point of, like, I remember when we got to the airport when we were going home, and Will said, "You know what, mate? Like, I've honestly seen, because I remember seeing the first homeless person the first day, and then wondering how many we would see in comparison to Manchester.
Yeah.
And he honestly said in the 5 days we've been there, he saw 4 homeless people."
That is so different.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous,
Every
like, in the
city.
comparison of Manchester or just anywhere, like, especially London.
Go to
and-
Rome.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Rome's horrendous.
Yeah.
Like,
Just coming, we had to get the bus back to the airport early one morning, and just getting to Termini like station. You're just walking down the street, like a street for a good stretch of like, I don't know, like 300 yards. They were just all away, like completely like, in front of the train, and it was just like heartbreaking.
It's
It was
sad,
like,
It's
isn't it?
heartbreaking, yeah, like
I'd be
this many-
homeless in Rome.
you what?
I'd be homeless in Rome. No bills. Just Rome all the time.
Just go to sleep in the Colosseum, mate.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Sneaking.
Gladiators.
Are you ready? That's
Oh god, he's back.
On my first whistle.
How good was Gladiators? So
It was shit, the comeback, wasn't it?
No, yeah, the
No,
comeback
they
was.
lost.
Did you hear about the one of the comeback fighters got like in a massive brawl and was like had to be thrown off the show?
one of
That's
the
not
Gladiators.
surprising.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but he was from Manchester.
Yeah, I was going to say it was Wolf.
He was from Manchester, remember that much? But it was
course he
like
was.
he like genuinely roundhouse kicked like someone at a club.
Wow.
And it's like, can you can you imagine being roundhouse kicked by a gladiator?
You wouldn't get up again.
I wouldn't complain. I'd be like, "Can you sign my
Broken
shattered
No,
jaw,
no,
please?"
No, because he wasn't
on
a shit
that wall.
He just looked like Daffy Duck when he blew his
Oh,
beak
yeah.
the other way around.
Oh dear. But we went on a nice walk, didn't we,
We
Elliot?
had a lovely one.
We went for a lovely walk. Ingleton Waterfall
Your
Trail.
birthday.
Anyone?
Ingleton, it was
For Elliot's birthday. It was Elliot's birthday
Thank you
a
for all
couple of weeks
birthday
ago.
Wishes, guys.
You're welcome.
No
Yeah.
one.
No.
Maybe the sex bots that follow us on Twitter will send you some nice
Yeah,
free
we'll try it,
free
we'll try it.
cams.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? Can you get free cams?
Happy birthday. DM me if you want to find sexy lady in areas.
Do you want to find dildo-handed robots? Just like
robots.
I do feel Baggins was going to come out after Dildo when you said that.
what, dildo baggins. I'd
Baggins.
tell about that's there. That's
gotta
on
be
the
in a porno.
internet.
I bet it
That's on the
exists.
internet.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
carry
yeah,
it in
yeah.
a porno, I imagine.
Yeah,
Like, because there'll be a Lord of the Rings porno somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
hands down.
Yeah.
there is Sam.
Where? Hands down where? Where?
Down your
On the
pants.
cross.
Ah!
Oh dear. What else has happened? Anyway,
Oh, I've still got the Lord of the Rings porno.
you said Sam's
one ring
deep in
one ring
deep.
to rule them all.
Ooh, ooh. Keep them coming,
Brings a
Sam.
whole
Whenever
new
they
difference to the sound.
Wow! Oh god!
Fairs.
Proud of
Man.
you.
Just lost G money.
Yeah, you ain't G money no more. Man.
yeah, now you're It's just-
Starts with a G.
yeah, exactly.
Jesus,
Oh
Diet.
no, I didn't want the phlegm.
Anybody but the phlegm.
The phlegm sounds like
Is that
a
what it
side
is?
note
Is
of
it
a tick.
phlegm?
I don't know.
Let's not go into logistics about it.
Anyway, so we had our first episode, whenever that was, too long ago. We've already broken our name at the Fortnightly Forum.
yeah.
Actually,
Like,
can we even keep the name though?
we can keep the name.
Okay.
YOLO. We did some extended episodes during that time,
Yeah,
so
that's good enough.
that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's technically been 2 weeks since the
No.
the extended bit.
Yeah, I'm sure the sex bots won't mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Forgive us, please.
If you bring something out on time, you get free cams this weekend.
Yay! But no, I thought we spoke about a lot of stuff in our podcast, and I feel like we've really made a difference in the world already. After one episode, I feel
Yes,
like
we
we've
have.
truly made a difference.
We're absolutely snowed under by letters from sympathetic Ethiopian children thanking us.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to read them
I was
out.
going to say, yeah, I feel
My
like they all
impression
felt.
last episode.
What? Like I mentioned?
No, they love the
Alex impression.
Ethiopian children.
Oh, right. Did they love your incredibly racist accent of
Yeah.
last episode?
Yeah.
That's not his racist accent, that's his real accent.
Yeah, that's
Oh, right.
my real accent.
So is this,
Yeah.
This is my racist English accent.
It's damn fine, sir. It's damn fine.
Damn fine.
Damn
It's
fine.
Damn!
Damn.
I love tea.
It's just,
Crumpets!
My
Oh.
favourite.
Really love them.
oh dear. But yeah, we've made an impact. Key 103. We're dabbing on the radio. Can you remember last week?
Yeah.
Last week, a month ago, whenever it
Last
was.
fortnight.
Last fortnight.
Dub over.
We were dabbing, weren't we? We did a lot about dabbing.
Yeah.
Key 103, ripping us off.
Dabbing
Dabbing
today.
on the radio. Let's dab now.
Cooking up.
Pipe
Hey,
it
that,
up.
guys, that was the sound of a dab.
Yeah, fuck you, Key 103. We also found out where dabbing came from, didn't we? The courtesy of your brother, Jordan. Telling us
Yeah,
that.
I can't even remember, mate.
It was
Oh.
it was to do with
I've got-
Doing drugs in
snorting
a club or
cocaine
something?
out of your elbow.
Oh,
wasn't
it's
it?
MDMA actually.
MDMA.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
sorry.
to secretly do it. Maybe cocaine.
I never got
And
why
anything you
elbow
can
though.
stick.
Why not there?
You mean
I don't know.
It won't make a better. It'd make a shitter dance movie.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good a dance
The
move,
bit
does it?
between your thumb and your forefinger.
maybe a bit more?
Feels like a
obvious.
girl on Instagram doing a selfie if you put your.
Oh, God,
You're like the
why
Joker.
would
Yeah, I was going to say,
the
you look,
Joker from Suicide.
yeah, you look Jared Leto.
He's just off his tits at that point, yeah.
To be fair, that would like make more sense than just tattooing the smiley face and your hand. He's just taking loads of MDMA. Yeah, that's what that laugh is as well. He's like, shit, I'm dying.
It's like when you hear someone.
Fucking public.
It's like when you hear someone like smoking and they talk through it and they're not breathing. They're just like, well, I was walking over. Breathe, mate. Just breathe.
I'm going to have to do an apology. I got it very, very wrong, guys. I think I persuaded us all not to buy any shares in Nintendo because
I'm suing
they
you for the amount I would have made.
yeah, because I said that they've gone up by 50%, which at the time of recording was a correct fact. And David said, well, it's still not too late. You can still buy some. No, they're not going to go up anymore. They went up to 86%, guys.
Jeez.
We could've went-
Didn't Niantic?
I was going to say I won't feel too bad.
Yeah,
Like,
Niantic's went up a hell of a lot, but then Nintendo's went down when they found out it was Niantic.
Yeah, I
Nintendo
think that's
basically just gave them the rights.
Yeah, also apologies to you, Sam, because I realised once I listened back to it that I kept saying Nintendo and Sam just keeps muttering the Niantics. And I honestly did not hear it at the time until I listened to back editing and I was like, I did it like 3 times and Sam just kept like saying it and I was like...
Every time I try and make a point and just be like, and anyway.
Yeah, I honestly, I didn't realise
You should do it anyway, like subliminally throughout this podcast, so that no one
see if we can
notices
slip
it.
a word.
Yeah.
See how many times it's like, where's Niantic? Like,
But yeah, Pokemon Go sort of... It's lost it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So
mind you, it's now
bit
developed a
batty,
very
innit?
strong cult following.
Yeah.
So there seems to be people who are still diehard fans. Like it seems to have lost its popularity amongst the masses, but there's still like I spoke to my friend today who was leaving work and was like, me and my girlfriend are gonna go Pokemon hunting. That is our evening.
Hot day. Yeah, I was at Chester Zoo yesterday.
Oh,
Good
we got
place.
lots of
Hey,
Pokemon.
it was good
Yeah, speaking of hot dates.
Harambe.
It actually was a date. Well, it was. Is it a date? Is it a date after 3 years?
I've
Is
never-
it just
if
like
it was
a
with
day?
your girlfriend, yeah. If it was with your mum, no.
Well, you're obviously going.
3 years or no.
Yeah. It was a date then. We were on a date, and yeah, I saw this like mum and like a daughter playing like Pokemon Go
Were they
in
on
the
a
zoo. Yeah, they were on a date. It was hot. No, and they were playing Pokemon Go in the zoo, and I was like, you're surrounded by like
Actual.
do you know like
animals.
endangered like rhinos and lions and stuff, and you're there like catching these Pokemon. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like talk about like raising your kids wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, to be fair, like they did look like they were having fun. They were like, oh yeah, we caught it and stuff, and it looked really nice. And I'm like, yeah, but
Could've done that anywhere.
there's like a
Nice family
there's like
bonding. And
you've like spent like also, do you know? I felt really bad like because we paid there. It was like 50 quid to get in, but there's like a donation, like it's whatever.
You want a donation?
No,
for 50
no,
quid?
no,
Fucking
no.
hell.
That includes the donation. So they go, it's this
Alright, fair
much.
enough.
So that includes your entrance, and then there's kind of like a donation on top of that, which is like twice again, like the same again, pretty much. But it's really up because this guy's there. You don't want to go, no, I'm not donating. Do you know what I mean? You
Fuck
feel
off,
really
mate.
bad. But then there's this
You
really.
need me with you next time.
Yeah,
you
no,
know, man.
that's it. That's why you buy online
I'd be
because you can
hey,
like.
your fucking job's worth.
Yeah, you
Let's
can
go.
get. You can,
I'll fucking buy the tiger feed
Yeah.
and feed it myself.
I was wondering.
Don't need your fucking pity money.
I was wondering though, like, if you said no, are they supposed to try and like get you to then donate if you say no? But I was like, oh yeah, fine, that's cool, yeah. And then I was thinking about, I was like, yeah, last time I went, I bought it online. I must have just been a real cheapskate and just been like, no, I'm not paying the donation. But then they've got
50 quid each.
no, 50 quid for
Right,
both of us.
right.
Was it
But
50
I mean, it's not that bad. Like, you think,
Yeah,
oh, I've done
yeah.
something
Scheme of
nice.
things,
Like, I've helped. Like,
25 quid for 2 people.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
tickets isn't that
but then
bad,
they've got this new like boat ride thing, and you think, oh yeah, I'm going to see all these like mint animals on this little boat ride going round and stuff. And we saw like 2 ducks that were obviously not part of anything. You don't have to pay for it, but you have to queue for like 20 minutes. And we thought, oh, it's going to be cool.
Yeah,
and I was like, this is what my like 50 quid's gone towards this crappy little boat ride.
Best date ever.
Yeah, best day ever. Anyway, that went off topic, didn't it? Chester Zoo's fun though. How do you like it? It's good. They do some good stuff. They do good things. They were one of the first leading like. Do you like zoos to have like open enclosures and everything? Like
Really?
proper like good enclosures for animals and everything. And now pretty much every zoo copies them in the UK.
That's good.
Interesting fact for you there.
Trendsetters.
Trendsetters indeed. Do you know what else we were right about, guys?
Go on.
We were right not to get excited about Suicide Squad, weren't we? Yeah.
Despite how unfortunately well... You know what? No, I was going to say unfortunately well.
What do you mean?
I was going to say unfortunately
What's
well because I don't
oxymoron?
agree it, but... Because that's what they call me.
No, they call you...
God. No, but I was going to say, like, I didn't think it was good, and I don't think it's deserved.
Yeah, you two
all
came
the
out really
praise.
hating them.
Yeah. Well, I saw it a second time, and when I remember, like, usually I'll see a film the second time after hating something,
Yeah.
especially superhero films. And I'll usually go, you know what? No, I appreciate that for what it is.
Yeah.
I enjoy it more. Like, the only thing I came out appreciating more with Suicide Squad was Deadshot and Harley Quinn. I actually focused on them and their characters more in terms of because I'd already seen the story, and I enjoyed that more. However, everything else was still equally as bad. And like, but the thing is, I say unfortunately bad. I think it's because I don't think it deserves the praise it's been given. Yeah, for whatever reason, Cara Delevingne just belly danced for a good
That
bit.
was a bit weird.
That was a bit strange.
It was weird.
But that was what I mean. I don't think it deserved the hype, the hype that it got afterwards. Like from obviously people who were like to either not. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm criticising people too much.
No,
but I didn't like it.
The way that me and my brother summed it up, and if you want a full discussion on this, check out Real Film Podcast on iTunes because we did a full discussion on it. We were saying that we were saying how if you're not like a very big superhero fan, I think a lot of people liked it because whereas if you actually know the characters and know what they're supposed to be, then it just doesn't really make much sense. Because we were saying as well that it's really annoying how they made them they made them the heroes, and it's like that's not the point. Like they're not supposed to save the world. They're supposed to do something that's morally wrong, but for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Like because Batman could have gone or Superman could have gone and fought Enchantress and done it a lot quicker and a lot better. That's the point. The Suicide Squad is supposed to do something that Batman won't do because it's morally wrong. So he's going to be like, no, I'm not going to do that. And it's also something incredibly dangerous that might get them all killed. That's the point. Like there was nothing there there was no reason for the Suicide Squad to be doing that mission.
Yeah, what
That's
annoyed me
said.
the most is because there's a very good Suicide Squad film in Assault on Arkham, which is an animated version, which is set in the Arkham universe of the games.
Good.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's again it's set in the Arkham universe. It's really good. They've got the aesthetic of that. And it's got a bit more of a traditional kind of Suicide Squad in there. So you have there's a character called King Shark. He's a bit more traditional to that rather than Killer Croc, and things like that. But very similar kind of idea. But they went with Killer Croc instead, which again I don't have a problem with. Well, the execution
Killer Croc was shocking.
Yeah, the execution.
Also,
He just was a non-character.
Yeah, he just completely steals a joke off Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy as well.
Oh, I see.
Do you know the bit in the really awkward bit in the bar where Killer Croc's like, "Yeah, I'm beautiful," and then Harley Quinn's like, "Yeah, you are," and
even though she just called him ugly.
Yeah, and you're like,
that always bothers me.
Yeah, and you're like, that's really weird. And then there's a bit in Guardians of the Galaxy, I rewatched it the other day, where Yondu's like, "I may be as pretty as an angel," and you're like, you've just really stolen that joke.
Yeah, but it's not the only.
Oh no! But that's the problem. That's what me and my brother saying. Suicide Squad shouldn't be Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
It should be incredibly dark.
Well, in the story of Assault on Arkham, there's a nice little, the most kind of character base they get is all still selfish stuff. So it's actually about Harley Quinn is resented the Joker, their relationship's over, and then I think they have to go after the Joker in Arkham, and Arkham's been shut down or something's been shut down, and the Joker's on the loose.
It should be because it's a terrible place.
Yeah,
it's not run well at all, is it? Arkham.
But Arkham's I think it's something the Joker's out of control, and Batman's not I can't remember what the story is, but it is good. Yeah, that one. Yeah. But in terms of the story, it's obviously about Harley Quinn's relationship with the Joker not being there anymore, and her interaction with these other characters who do just despise each other, but they're both forced in this scenario where, but they're still all villains, like you said.
Yeah.
And they tried to. I think obviously DC panicked and went with Deadpool did really well, and we should make an arsehole make them arseholes, not bad guys. And it's no, if you're going to make a film that was dark, make it this one.
Because I was very surprised Zack Snyder had executive producer on that because it felt so far away in tone from Batman vs Superman.
Yeah,
and I thought with it being a DC film and this direction they're going in, that they try and make them a bit similar.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You just with those characters, you need it as a black comedy almost.
Yeah.
Like you need funny parts, but it needs to be dark. And it was a really interesting bit that I was listening to the Empire podcast, which is actually a really good podcast, and one of the women on there, Helen O'Hara, was saying how the only character that has a redemptive arc, like as a bad guy, is Diablo.
Yeah.
And yet his is like a really disgusting thing that he's killed his... Like, and the problem is with that she was saying was not that it was a redemptive arc, but because like that shit happens like in the world, and like, do you know what I mean? Like guys lose control and kill their families, and you were saying, oh, this guy's not really that bad a guy. Do you know what I mean? Like it was sort of like,
okay, no, I can see
like
that.
I was kind of I hadn't thought about it, and then I heard her, but like she'll explain it if you listen, like look back at that episode, like give it a listen. She explains it in a really interesting way, and you're like, oh yeah, that actually sits kind of funny that you're the only one that you've actually given a proper redemptive storyline to is someone that's like killed his like wife and children because he lost control, and you're kind of going, oh, he lost control, like he just lost it a bit, like he's not that bad
in terms of powers. It's easy to kind of say, but when you look at the grand scheme of it,
you like it's kind of like, oh, it kind of feels.
If you saw the headline, "Man kills wife and kids in like violent rage,"
but that's what I mean. That's basically what it was.
Yeah, that's
and
what
it's
I mean,
kind of weird that
you kind of put it in the context of, oh no, but he's got these explosive. It's like no, but it's the same context, isn't it? Yeah. No, that's an interesting way of looking at it.
I'd definitely give, if you're interested in Suicide Squad, give the podcast a listen because she raised some interesting points. What else? What else? We won't. Well,
someone turned my phone again.
That was me trying to. I was trying to like put my password into my phone.
Alt-delete.
Yeah, everyone. You didn't. We should have just pretended like that. Whoever was listening, like the podcast, just skipped a little bit. They dropped Wi-Fi for a second.
What you didn't see is a little rainbow wheel on Matt's head then.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. What else? Nobody sued us.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's still time.
Woo!
I mean, we are doing a
bring us on
brand test. Today. We might have to give it a fake name.
Plus, Candy77 Big Tits might sue us if we keep going on about sex bots all the time.
Japapons hasn't given us anything either, so...
Nothing from Japapons can send us.
If you want to sponsor us,
Japapons. If you want to sponsor us,
oh, we could eat so much. We would sponsor the fuck out of you.
I mean, we'd just be like,
wait, what?
I'm just saying, we'd be like,
no, I know, but that doesn't make sense. Like,
but
in context of. No, I know, but you're just saying it over and over again. You say, what do you want?
It's his new name. You think?
Please. Yes, I know. Don't explain jokes that we've just.
Matt, stop crying. Oh, Matt, it's okay. Just carry on with the podcast.
I'm gonna kill you all.
I remember when we killed you in this room.
Diablo.
I lost control. But do you want to know the best thing that happened in between
I feel like
last podcast and this podcast?
Did you die in sleep but came back alive?
Oh, I did.
Enlighten us,
many times. But guys, we toppled Drake from number 1.
Yeah!
The people listened.
They revolted.
It was 2 days later, 2 days after we launched the podcast, Drake dropped down the charts.
He dropped to his knees.
He dropped to his knees and went.
And then he begged me for mercy.
And I was like, I'm not called Mercy. I don't know who she is.
I was honestly so happy though. I think I did cheer when I was driving home and I heard that he was
listening to the top 40 again.
And he was like, he came on at like number 5 or something. And I was like, yes, the reaches on number 1.
Oh, he dropped far, didn't he?
He did drop far.
The fall of hubris.
He did.
Hubris, that.
Do you know what song is bad? Rihanna's Work with also Drake in it.
Have
you listened? I haven't listened to that song in ages, and it was on the radio today. Yeah, that's basically what it is. But like the Rihanna bit, she just sounds like Guff with his lisp. But like she sounds kind of weird, and then it gets to the Drake bit, and it's as if like she's just put the lyrics in front of him and gone, okay, say these into a microphone. It's like work, duh, what? Honestly, re-listen to it. It doesn't sound like he understands what he's saying.
Apparently,
like, it's as if someone's written the phonetically out for him. He's just like saying like the noises.
It's supposed to be Jamaican patois or something like that.
Yeah, that's what she's supposed to be using.
Apparently, yeah. So you're just being fucking racist, Matt.
Wow.
No change there then.
just trying to be edgy, ain't she?
Yeah. Not
Wait,
really
what's
edgy
the other
song.
song that they did together, but for Drake then?
Too good. That one's shocking. They just shouldn't collaborate. I know it makes you angry, Guff, when they're together.
You're a bit clued up on this, aren't you?
I'm too clued up. I'm too. I
Know
scare
your
myself.
enemy.
Wait, are there any other,
Yeah.
are there any other
Art
artists?
War, Sun Tzu.
Yeah.
Are there any other artists we can throw onto this like bonfire of people then? Or some
Bonfire
shit,
people.
shit artists.
I don't know, actually. No one makes me angry.
Can we just call,
Actually,
can
no,
we call the section Shartists?
Yeah. I actively despise Charlie Puth and Meghan Trainor. They can both die.
Who's,
So I care.
who's Charlie
Are you not all about that bass?
We don't
Sam?
talk anymore, and
We don't talk
that
anymore.
bullshit. And what's the
I know
fucking Fast and Furious?
I
Paul Walker.
still don't get it.
The song that he did for that was
Wiz Khalifa.
no, it wasn't Wiz Khalifa. It was Charlie
it was-
Puth.
oh, was
though,
it?
Yeah, like
I don't know.
what's the song? Wow.
Oh wait.
Google it, Sam. But yeah, I do agree about Meghan Trainor.
See You Again.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that what it's actually called?
Don't sue us, please. I hate you, but don't sue us. But yeah, and I just
Meghan-
don't like Meghan Trainor because they have a fucking face.
I mean, what was that most recent song she did? It was just terrible. Like that No
All
one.
of them. All of them.
No, but at least like that. What was the one that made it big? Was
It's,
like
All
a
About
little
the
bit. Yeah,
Bass.
All About the
All
Bass
About
was
the
a little
Bass,
bit catchy. Like someone's like about like not getting raped, and it's just like really.
Wait, what?
Dude, it's like something about saying like.
What, this no?
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
basically about not getting raped, isn't it?
I'm
Because it's
thinking, right,
like.
there's your lips are moving, and then I know
Because it's like a guy asking her
Why
for a
do you know so
number
much
and
about
stuff
this?
like that, and she's like, no.
Yeah.
But it's like really upbeat, but then really. It's a shocking song. I agree, Sam.
Good.
Shartist all the way.
Shartists.
Shartist.
So that's doing a chant then. Shartist.
Shartists. Shartists. Shartists.
I'm just going to pretend that we did that for like 5 minutes. And then we're gonna cut
We'll loop
cut
it.
yeah.
Title of the episode, guys. Shartists.
Shartists.
Oh, there may be more yet.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
say.
Who knows what wonders
Oh,
are
I'll
going
get
to
the
come
book
out.
out. I'll get the book out.
Oh yeah,
We've
get
still got a
drawing.
shit ton more to talk
Yeah,
about.
we've only just stopped talking about last week.
Right, let's move on to
Let's move
new
on.
topics then.
Oh my god.
You've got mail.
Not last week. I keep saying last week. It was ages ago. Can't remember.
Go over it. Last episode.
It was last episode. Just do like a robot voice.
Can I,
Dragon Ball
can I
Z
just do an
thing.
episode? Like,
whole
can I
ep-
do one, just
a
the word
whole
episode?
episode?
No, as in, like, just so you can use it as a sample.
Everyone be
of
quiet.
Here you
Let
go.
us say episode.
episode.
But yeah, when we did last episode, I think #trending was a fun segment, wasn't it? We got some good material in there, and you didn't even get to do it all last time, did you, Guffers? So you get to do it all this time, which is very exciting. For any of our newer listeners who haven't listened to our one previous episode, #trending is where we look at what has been trending and all the hashtags for the last supposedly 2 weeks, but who knows when we do these podcasts. This is over the last like month or so, and we talk about how stupid they are generally. I don't think we've ever we've only done one episode. I don't think in any of episode 1 we said, oh yeah, I see why that's trending. So let's start, shall we? Donald Trump has been trending for multiple reasons,
Has it not been just trending constantly?
pretty much from
About a
a
year
multitude
and a
of reasons, and I'll read some out for you. The oldest one was, well, it was actually KFC that was trending, and then they obviously have the little, like Facebook, of the little descriptions of don't they? Like, I really like that because you can know why is that like on Twitter it just says it's trending. You're just like, why?
And you have to read the tweets.
Yeah, you can find out, but like Facebook's really useful. It just kind of goes. It's kind of like, here you go. This is why that's trending. And KFC was trending because Donald Trump was eating KFC on a plane with a knife and fork. I mean, that's weird, isn't it? Who eats KFC with a knife and fork?
Man like Trump does.
I mean, don't trust him anyway. I mean, this is the kind of at the bottom of lists of why not to trust Trump. But I feel like it adds to the list. Like who?
It's like they say serial killers put the milk in before the cereal, don't they?
Yeah, I feel like Trump would do that.
I like the idea of like a smear campaign being Hillary just like gouging at it with her hands, like ripping it out in a bucket.
No, it's
dabbing.
yeah. If you've not seen Hillary Clinton dabbing, then check
I've
that
not
out
seen
because
it.
that's worth it.
Seen Bill Gates dab.
Don't trust Trump. Something else he said.
I can't trust my trumps.
No. You
They're all a
can't,
shot.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fart.
Yeah. He's also been trending because he said that his policies would have stopped 9/11.
Oh, man.
That hurt, and we're not even American.
I know. You just can't say shit like that.
No.
Like you just.
He's made his career on doing that,
The
though.
unfortunate thing is, he only means it because he wants to absolutely segregate Muslims.
Yeah.
The only reason that he thinks that's a true statement is because he thinks that would have never gotten that far because no one of that ethnicity would even be in America.
It was all done by the government anyway.
Do you think he believes what he says, or do you think he knows what to say to make? Because another reason he's trending was because Clint Eastwood came out in support of him, which I always knew like Clint Eastwood was that way inclined. You know, he was
He's
like
very
guns and all that sort of
democratic.
stuff.
Like,
But
yeah.
you just kind of. I don't know. He seems like a bit of a dick, but like a cool dick. Do you know what I mean? Like you kind of go Clint Eastwood.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
not
thought you meant
Trump.
Trump.
No, Clint Eastwood. You kind of like. Yeah, but he's a really cool, like
I think-
film star and everything.
I think he is pretty much his character in the films. And in a film setting, that's amazing because I love Clint Eastwood. But
Yeah, as a human being.
in the real world, it's
I
a
mean,
bit like,
this-
He
come on,
comes from
man.
the same kind of time as John Wayne and the same kind of genre, and John Wayne's notorious for being.
Well, apparently,
Yeah, but it's acceptable to be racist back then.
Well,
Wasn't
yeah,
it?
because
So-
apparently
Well,
when
yeah.
he
with
when
the times,
Clint Eastwood was in his 20s or something, there was still segregation.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's kind of like he's
he's grown up with it.
I mean, Clint Eastwood's
Yeah.
going to sue us because not because we're dissing him, because you just
Oh.
highlighted his age.
let him
And
do
also
it.
because we have a slightly black
Yeah,
person
Darky
in
over
our,
there.
Yeah, in our podcast.
Yeah,
Right, yeah. 1-8.
but this is what Clint Eastwood had to say. He said he's onto something because secretly everybody's getting tired of political correctness kissing up. You're just like, no, that Trump's beyond that. But have you seen that he's come out and like apologised now?
Trump?
Because he's.
Oh,
he,
no,
he,
I knew this would happen.
He fired his because he's been dropping like in the polls
Some
like
pretty-
massively,
yeah.
like massively dropping in the polls. I mean, Hillary Clinton's something like she's a whole different kind of evil, really. Like
if she came up against a proper candidate, she'd be losing.
like Bernie
Yeah.
Sanders.
Well, yeah.
She's
oh, right,
she's maybe the lesser of two evils, but he's come out. He fired his campaign manager, and he's got a new one. And the first thing that happened was he came out and like apologised, saying about how he like doesn't mean to be standoffish and doesn't mean to offend people. And you just like you can't get it both ways. Like getting it both ways as well.
Yeah.
Did you all hear about what he said about Hillary? I can't even say her name today. Hillary Clinton. Did you hear what he said about
Do you
Hillary
want to insert
Clinton?
another sample for
Yeah,
me?
go on. No.
Hillary! No.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton.
Did you hear what he said about Hillary? I'm going to call her by her first name.
Just keep
Just
pushing
Clinton.
down.
He
Did
said
you
it's
hear
beautiful.
that? He was at a rally and he was saying, you know, she wants to take away your right to bear arms and all this sort of stuff. And then because obviously she wants to, as any normal human
It's
being.
gun laws,
Yeah.
like a sane person would.
Well, there already is, but they
No,
just
there
need
isn't.
to...
Is there gun laws?
Yeah, no, there are.
There's so
You can own one. That is the law.
Yeah.
There are various gun laws because the big argument is that like, oh yeah, places like Chicago and everywhere have got really tight gun laws, but people are still dying. And it's like, well, you change the fucking gun law till it works. You
Yeah.
That's because,
You know.
realistically speaking, let's imagine the idea that, there is one particular state that might have tightened gun laws, but people are still being shot. That's because the rest of an intertwined state has gun laws. It's
Yeah.
probably not going to be too difficult to smuggle one in
Yeah, it's not
by
like
just
just
driving
borders.
over
Cross the
state
borders
lines.
without,
Yeah.
You don't go for anything.
Yeah,
just
like most
drive
of
across.
America is desert state
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
Like, they
Yeah.
just go through there. They might hit a toll booth, but if they look fine, they're
To
not
be
going to check
fair,
for a gun.
I
Yeah, if you've got an assault rifle in the back, the person
Yeah.
at the toll's not going to be like, no, you can't come through, pal. It's like,
I mean, I don't obviously know when sort of the gun laws were sort of tightened up in Chicago.
Yeah, I
but
didn't know
I feel
that either,
like
to be honest.
it wouldn't be an instantaneous change.
No,
like the whole thing.
Because
like
there are still
Australia
guns on the street.
Yeah, like Australia having stricter gun laws. I can't imagine that was straight away. Everything was.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Jim Jeffries talk about
Yeah,
it in one of the comedies
that's
where he said
what
it
I was
just
sort
they
of
just
thinking.
turned it around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we did with Dunblane
like,
as well, with the Dunblane massacre.
Yeah, but it was
So it
what,
just-
like 15 years ago? No, more than that.
Yeah, we're more
20 years ago. I mean, it's been 20 years. Or something.
mid '90s, I think, when that
Yeah.
happened. I think.
You've got to treat anything like that as a progressive sort of thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, he was going, yeah, she wants to take away your right to bear arms and all that sort of crap. And he was like, and he phrased it as, and people that uphold the Second Amendment can stop her, sort of thing. Basically, the way he phrased it was very much like, you can shoot Hillary Clinton and then she's not going to be president, is she, and take away your right to bear arms.
You know that thing about people taking away your guns?
Yeah.
Shoot them.
Yeah, that was sort of what he said. Like, it was implied, and obviously all of like the Democrats came out like he's threatened her. He's threatened to shoot her. He's threatened to shoot her.
Couldn't even support him.
Yeah, and then even some Republicans were like, maybe shouldn't have said that, pal.
Trump
Not anything he said about Muslims or Mexicans. That's all fine, but like slightly hinting that you might shoot her. Like, but kind of going, all Muslims and Mexicans should go. That's completely fine. But anyway,
the funny thing is, though, is that I'm sure the Second Amendment is set up for the whole basis of if your government or anyone higher above tries to threaten you, that is why guns are legal.
Is that actually why?
Yeah, apparently so. So this is because it was the whole idea about defending
Britain, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Post-Civil War.
it shows you how like young America
American
is.
Civil War.
Yeah.
It's like got gun laws written into its amendment of when it was
So
formed.
they're never going to drop them.
What
They
always
just
kind of
need
pisses
to-
me off though is the fact that people feel like that's set in stone, because it's not. I mean,
Is it not?
slavery was in the. It's not still
Yeah.
got that in the
No, it's not.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Like, you can own this many slaves. Pretty sure that rubbed that bit out with like a rubber. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just
bit of a change there. You'd probably be all right, to be honest.
yeah, it's just but he's come out and said, like all of his supporters, his diehard supporters, have been like, that's not what he meant. That's not what he meant.
just an
And it's
idiot.
sort of like he was joking. Like it was just like an offhand comment. But the whole point of the reason they support Trump is because he says what he thinks, and then they're like, no, that's not what he thinks. It's like you can't have it both ways. You either say like he says what he thinks, or you go, no, it's just messing.
Well,
and
have you
it's
seen
like,
that video where someone goes around saying, have you heard this quote about, from Donald Trump? And they've been like, oh yeah, I think it's great, I think it's fantastic. And it's diehard Trump supporters. And people going on, and he goes, well, no, he didn't say that. That was Hitler. That was a quote from Hitler. Hitler said that. And he was like, oh, no. And they were like, oh, really? And then a lot of them just seem a bit awkward and don't respond. And there's a guy towards the end who's like, oh, no, he didn't. And he's like, what if I told you? He says, what if I told you Hitler said that? He went, I wouldn't believe you. And he goes, well, it's true, he did. He did say that. That is a Hitler quote. And he went, well, I don't agree with it then. And he's like, but you would agree with it if Donald Trump said it? He's like, yeah, because Trump said it. And he's like, oh,
You are the worst kind of person.
yeah, like, wow.
that's the thing though. Like, my brother works with someone who's like he's really really into his history. Apparently, he just reads these books all the time. And basically, what Trump is doing is like point for point exactly how Hitler started out.
Really?
I know a lot of people are like drawing the comparison because there are the comparisons there. But it's exactly how
Like
Hitler
play-by-play.
started with the Jews in Germany, like blaming them for the problems that were arising. Apparently it's scarily similar. But people are like, I won't go that far and stuff. And you're like, well, it did. It did go that far in Germany.
Yeah.
So why will it not?
Mistake.
Yeah, and it's just
Thank you,
like...
Ghost of Christmas Past.
It's just...
Insert chain clang here.
It's just scary, isn't it? It's scary to
It
think.
is terrifying.
Because you just think, like... That's good. He will have an effect on the whole world, no matter where. Like if it's here, wherever, he's going to affect everything.
Sorry, side note. What's that American kind of political talk show? And it's the guy who's recently took over Jon Stewart.
James Corden.
No. It's the guy who's recently took over.
The Late Show.
No, is that what it's called? But it's got the South African comedian in it.
I know which one you mean.
He's been took off it, hasn't he? Somewhere. Or am I thinking of some?
No, he
other-
replaced someone very recently, so I don't think he's been taken off it yet. He's quite successful. I can't remember his
Is
name.
it some
but
English comedian or something?
You know, he's South African.
South
Yeah.
African. I know who you
He's
mean.
been very popular in the UK, but
Right.
yeah, well, him. If we can find out his name, but he did like a bit on Trump, and like it was like he did a bit of a rant at the end saying that he was like, realistically, people, and the whole thing that he was surmising to was the idea that realistically, he said this could be the last election. Someone like Trump could potentially be the kind of person who just takes away all your rights, because he's not the kind of person who, once he has power, he doesn't want to let go. And it's like, this, like, as dramatic as it sounded, I remember sitting there thinking, he's probably said this just for the views and like stuff like that, but it does raise a scary point of just thinking, oh, once someone like that
Once he gets that power,
that power, how hard is it going to be to take that power off someone?
Yeah.
Because he's a fairly, like you said, quite strong in his views, and they seem quite negative towards most people that aren't him.
The thing is as well that they'll it's probably written in the Declaration of Independence that he probably can't take control, but people forget about that part as long as they keep the guns, so they'll be fine. It's Trevor Noah, The Daily Show.
Yeah,
is what you're thinking of.
That's The Daily Show.
But yeah, Trump sucks.
Trucks.
It's not going well for me, is it?
No.
I shouldn't host a podcast.
Pass me the notebook, Matt.
Yeah, take the notebook. No, you're not having my notebook.
Because you can't read his chicken scratch.
Yeah, my chicken scratch is pretty bad. Even I struggle sometimes. So when I was reading.
You should see mine, mate.
Oh, look at that. That's disgusting.
That's because I was rushing it. The rest of it's all quite nice. See, look at that.
Oh, cursive handwriting and everything.
See?
Oh, beautiful.
That was nice and normal, and that was like, I gotta get something down.
I've realised I can't really write anymore. Like, I try it at work sometimes, and then it's like my hand just like flops about.
I decided that when I have to write notes for customers and stuff, that I just write them in block capitals, because not because
it's easier for them to read.
It's not only easier for them to read, but I was writing a note before for someone, and I was thinking, you know what? I'll do the block capitals to make it not only easier for them to read, but I don't think it's helping much. Like, it's been so long since I've handwritten something that.
Yeah, but I just feel like you're shouting something at them.
Yeah.
To turn your Mac on. Yeah. Turn it on.
Yeah, turn it on. Click the button. Should we leave Trump? Should we leave Trump alone?
Yeah.
And move on to something something entertaining. Orlando Bloom has been trending.
Dick pic.
Yeah, pretty much. I do like Orlando Bloom. He seems like he knows.
Even more so now.
Oh, even more so now. Orlando Bloom knows that he's not. He knows that he's been so lucky to have like got where he is, and I think he just loves it. Do you know what I mean? He's there like, do you know what? I was part of like 2 massive franchises. I've got loads of money. I'm going out with Katy Perry. I'm gonna
give you dick out on a raft.
You know what?
No. I mean, just generally. Do you know when you see him in like interviews and stuff, or like at events, he just looks like he's loving it. Like,
I don't think I've actually ever seen him.
No. He always looks like he's just like absolutely just loving life. He just like
He would be though.
Like the happiness level, you just want to aspire to be Orlando Bloom. Do you know what else? In what else respect you want to aim to be Orlando Bloom?
Is
Like
it
Shadow
in the
Yeah.
Shadow. Dick,
Shadow.
Yeah.
I said that.
Oh my god, we're gonna have a dick-related name every episode. So we have Whiskey Dick and then Shadow Dick.
I was going to say, that sounds like a really X-rated Mortal Kombat character.
Sounds like it sounds like the weird
Noob Smoker Shadow Dick.
the weird version of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Just like a really suspect cocktail. I'll have 2 Shadow Dick, please.
1 weed, please. 1 Shadow Dick, sir.
So yeah, this is the story that Orlando Bloom, for some reason, decided to go paddleboarding in the nude. In the
Katy Perry wasn't nude.
Yeah, Katy Perry wasn't nude.
So he made a conscientious
yeah.
decision to just get his dick out.
Take my
Aren't
pants
they
off.
dating only recently as well?
I
thought
think
that's
so,
a
yeah.
bold move.
It's a bold move. Yeah, I don't go like naked paddleboarding with my girlfriends till like at least
You're missing out, man.
like.
Well, you do it with those.
No, I mean I do, but
Yeah.
it takes a little while to.
Yeah.
At least like week 2 or 3.
You need like a fluffer there just
not-
to keep you going.
Yeah, it's not like first date, is it? No. But yeah, a lot of men were upset by these pictures of Orlando Bloom, as most of them were censored, and there's quite a large shadow
However,
cast by said member
that being
that
said,
looks like the size of his thigh.
Yeah.
Like you look at it and you go,
there was a lot of
Yeah,
I saw a thing that was trending
Or
about
Katy Perry.
Orlando Bloom.
She had John Mayer.
No, all the Twitter
Oh,
responses were like, lucky Katy Perry. Like, everything I saw was nothing negative. But like there was I remember seeing like there was like the day it obviously got trending, and then the day after was scores of men feel like inadequate by Orlando Bloom's shadow, and it was like. And then I remember, like, it stopped trending when the uncensored photos came out. Yeah. Because it does, I mean, I don't know, I've seen it, I'm not gonna lie. It's just fairly normal. It's fairly normal. Yeah. Like, you know, I think that was the thing.
Yeah, I've heard or seen that Michael Fassbender is repping a bigger one.
Yeah, he's in Shame, innit? He walks around.
I want to see this.
Yeah, it's like the opening of Shame. It's like, you can just switch it off after that, but no, I'm joking. It's a good film, you should watch it. But yeah, Fassbender's like, it's like the third shot, I think. He just walks through the living room with his...
Cock out.
Yeah. I was going to put it more subtly than cock out, but...
Do you want me to dub cock out in case you need that? I'm happy to dub as many samples
I'm trying to think, who else has watched that? Tom Hardy was naked in Bronson.
Was it?
Oh, shit.
Oh, of course he was,
Yeah, he walked around that. Who else has been naked?
Did you guys get naked for an acting role?
No.
I'd get naked right now if you asked.
You are naked right now.
For you, so...
You have it in your boxes for me.
In the cold, in the wet.
Can we just talk about why Jordan's got up off his chair?
Yeah, why is he like, no,
what the fuck are you doing?
Fart coming.
This whole room better
You're like
fucking
a
shake.
pregnant cow.
Let's hear the fart.
Oh god! I thought that was fake!
That's the only sound I imagine that Hindenburg would have made.
You can carry on, I'll just keep doing it.
I don't think we can.
That's staying in.
How much air is inside of you?
Too much. That's why I'm sweating.
He's been holding it back.
I'm turned into me dad.
Does Dunk do this? Just lie down on the floor?
He sweats while eating his teeth.
You've turned into your dog?
Sake. If we all get gassed out, if we start dropping off one by one.
We're in a closed room.
Yeah.
Tino's going to be the first one to run.
What were you... Every time I'm about to move on, it just like erupts. I think
it's like a ripped bagpipe.
Can you? I feel like this is what it must have been like. Do you know, in like ancient Pompeii, like when they were just sort of, you know, going about the market and they heard like a noise and they were like, sounds a bit dodgy. That does. I feel like that's the exact noise that sort of preluded mass destruction.
Before the volcano took everyone out.
Yeah.
Oh god!
This podcast has took a turn.
Can we get that on a soundbite? Can we wait, we got any more? Wait, right, everyone, let's try and be quiet for the next one and get it.
I'll let you know.
Right,
This is-
give us a 3
I'm so
second
happy
warning.
something exists like Jordan's lie down fart. Oh my god.
Elliot, what's the longest one I've ever done?
It must be about 15 seconds. I'm actually
Oh my god. That sounds wet, that.
It wasn't. I know.
You just don't get podcasts like this on the internet, do you?
Such high class.
This is all staying in.
Yeah.
I'll run through the rest of the trending stuff real quick. Well, the other ones that I've got, and then an important serious one. So a blogger tried to sell her dress on eBay to pay for her divorce, which I think is just absolutely brilliant. Like, to go, do you know what, I'm actually going to get something out of this and sell my dress on eBay.
Entrepreneurial, I guess.
It's kind of really sad that you got to pay. Yeah, you got to pay for your divorce though. That's pretty.
How much does a divorce cost?
I don't know. I'm
I
presuming
think
just
the
like it depends if you
Lawyers are expensive though.
yeah, if you need a lawyer, I suppose it might cost a bit. But what if it's just like a civil like?
Yeah, I thought like a mutual.
'Cause does someone have
get
to-
a divorce?
Just
probably
like a
still need to go
judge,
over the
someone have to
papers.
oversee it and
Yeah.
like sign the papers and stuff. But
Depends though, because if you yourself were like a lawyer for something, like, you would be able to charge a lot.
oh yeah, that's what I mean. If you had
like
like
$1,000 or something, like
yeah, if you had a
that's
whole
cheap.
like splitting up your possessions
Yeah.
sort of thing,
Yeah,
that'd be pretty.
that's
That's
when,
loads.
when it gets messy, then
Yeah.
you probably got to pay a lot.
Yeah, I meant to bring this up earlier. The Olympics. The Olympics has been big. I've really enjoyed it personally.
Third, didn't we?
Second.
Oh shit! Yeah, we beat
second.
China by
first,
one goal.
First time we've ever come above China, and we are the first ever
First ever what?
The first ever country to do better after a home games in subsequent games, yeah. So that's really impressive.
Did you see the statistic, which was if Manchester was split, it would have been 4th in the world?
Yeah,
Did
something
you see
like that.
the bit about...
That's why the parade's in Manchester. I'm not sure when that is. We should go and try.
We should go.
Yeah.
I'll be up for that. No, but do you see the bit where they broke down the medals in the tables per capita? So instead of taking into per capita, so instead of taking into
Usain Bolt on a catheter, it's really impressive.
Instead of taking into account the countries that did it, they broke down dependent on the population. So like with China being such a big population, they plummeted right down towards the bottom.
And obviously,
we were higher than USA, but the highest one was Ghana, I think. They had one gold medal, but because the population's so low, they were top. And it was like,
I mean, to be fair, I think we are really impressive. But I think
considering,
I think lottery funding must be dropping because like every single athlete like mentioned it in the interviews, thanking the lottery fund. I think it's really great that because it worked out because it's something like £4 million per gold medal is what like it costs basically, or it cost this time round. But they worked it out like per UK citizen, it's only like £1.69 or something like that per person to like pay for that, and I'm like, it's pretty entertaining, pretty good.
Speaking of medals and stuff, did you see the 4th medal that they give away? There's like
I kept seeing that on Facebook, but I didn't bother clicking on it.
Yeah, it's called the Pierre. I don't know how I'm pronouncing this, but Pierre de Coubertin, I think it was. I think it's named after the guy who founded the modern Olympics.
Yeah.
But it's basically like a medal, kind of given like at the end of the games, kind of after the whole event.
Yeah.
And it's for like things like great sportsmanship, things like that. And they awarded it to the 2 female runners.
Oh, the 2 that tripped and then
was it the New Zealand drummer tripped and drummer? No, the New Zealand runner tripped, or was it the American one?
I think they tripped each other up, so like
but one of them carried them the rest of the way, didn't they? And then obviously neither of them won a medal, but both of them got the Pierre de Coubertin medal, which
was
nice.
Lovely. It's really nice. I like stories like that. They're always good.
It's nice that I like that about the Olympics.
They actually are doing something.
World Championships always seem to be obviously about the winning of it, which is fair. That's a competition to do with the sport, but I like the Olympics because it does just seem to be about sport.
So much. I just find it interesting, like the degrees of like what medal people get and how happy they are. Like some people are like they get a bronze and they're just like over the moon, and some people get like silver and they look like they're about to kill themselves. It's like a really interesting.
I think one of our
he's back.
Either boxers or taekwondo people.
By a second.
He was fucking. I'm devastated at that.
It's because he lost it in the last second of the match, and you're like, shit, that's pretty.
Like he probably was thinking in those last like 5 seconds, oh shit, I've got gold.
Yeah. I didn't watch his interview because I saw it first thing in the morning, and I was like,
who was this?
It was a taekwondo guy. He literally lost it in the last second.
Yeah,
so I think they'd almost like stop the clock, done like a timeout, and then they go again. And my dad was telling me, because I didn't actually watch it, for some reason, like, he decided to attack the other guy, and as he attacked the other guy, he got kicked in the head and, like, lost a point. So he lost in the last second. And then in his interview, he was just, like breaking down. I saw it, and I was like, I can't watch this first thing in the morning. Like, it's been well too depressing.
You see the English runner who said he ran like a dick, and that's why he didn't win a medal or something like that. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he just said in the interview, I ran like a dick.
Well, it's like the long jump runner, the long jump
jumper.
What is wrong with
the long jumper?
Yeah, the ginger guy.
I think there's something in them burgers.
The long jumper, the ginger one who won gold.
Greg Rutherford.
Greg Rutherford.
Did he win gold?
No, he didn't. He won bronze.
In London.
Right.
London.
He won bronze this year, but he was saying how upset he was because he was like, I saw his interview. I didn't see the thing, but I saw the interview, and he was saying that he was like, obviously, I think he broke down. He cried a little bit, like in the interview.
He's a dick, though.
Is he?
Yeah.
But I think he did come across that he was a little bit like, because he was saying like stuff like, when you know that you're better than some of them.
Yeah.
I thought, alright, probably not the best thing to say, because that's a bit...
But you're not better than them, like you lost to them.
Yeah.
Well, my dad told me a really interesting fact that in terms of the all-time longest jumps, because obviously people like Usain Bolt are still pushing, like the cyclists are still breaking world records now.
Yeah.
In terms of like long jumping, like Greg Rutherford's one that won him the gold medal in London, it was something stupid, like it wouldn't even be in the top 50 ever, because basically, like when it was first started, it would be like 100-meter runners that would also do
Oh shit!
the jump, and
So
so
they'd be able
much
to
of it
get
is in
speed,
the
yeah.
run up.
Yeah.
So if you can run like Usain Bolt
Yeah.
and get that speed and then jump,
You'd fly.
you'll jump a lot further. But nowadays it's just like a specialist thing,
Yeah.
so that's why a
That
lot of them.
seems silly though, doesn't
It
it?
does, but that's what I mean. Like 100-meter run is a lot more.
I was gonna say it's more diverting where
It's a lot more attractive
Yeah.
than like long jumping's not like a cool sport, is it?
You say
Like, it's-
Bolt's made that, Annie, though. Like, I think 100 metre has
sprint.
become
Oh, yeah.
like so much more popular because
yeah.
of someone like Bolt.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You just want to. You almost want to. I remember like last in London, I watched a documentary that was about Johan Blake,
Oh,
who's like
yeah.
his training partner.
Yeah, he's just not. He's had a lot of injuries though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
That's
But the
amazing,
thing
yeah.
was, they were very, very close at some
He
point.
beat him at the Jamaican
He
trials.
did, yeah. And but I attributed
this is
it to
fucking
the fact,
cool run-ins. What is it?
Yeah.
I attributed it to the fact that the only thing I can think of is that I imagine it might just because Johan Blake's shorter, ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Then, well, I think he's considerably shorter than
Yeah,
Bolt. 'Cause
Bolt's
Bolt's massive.
really
but
tall.
Yeah, Bolt,
Yeah.
like Bolt, like redefined what like a 100-meter
looks
sprinter
like.
should
yeah,
look
like 'cause- yeah, exactly. You look at other sprinters and they
Is
look
it-
athletic, but
is it-
he's like
The thing is-
shredded.
No,
Like
no, he's not even that though. He's like a foot taller, but he's a lot leaner than them. Like
Yeah.
they're stocky, and he's like really
It's because you
lean.
need explosive power to
Yeah,
push
Yeah.
up, but he doesn't
Yeah.
focus on the push off. He focuses
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Because he's always
the
a bit.
actual
yeah, he's
sprint.
always
He's always a bit
he
slow to
lags though. He's
start,
on
yeah.
par,
Yeah.
yeah. But like, yeah, you look at Johan Blake. He's a little bit like a little rhino, like he's
Yeah.
juggernaut, and he's
Yeah.
quite broad and
yeah.
yeah, like he sets off. But I remember I was well interested because I watched that documentary. And I was really up for seeing them too, and
Yeah.
I love that photo. I
Oh,
love that
yeah,
photo finish
what,
with the
the-
smile at the camera from
Yeah.
Bolt.
Yeah, there's one from the other angle as well where it's Bolt and our 100-meter runner. I'm really
Yeah,
sorry.
where it
I'm
looks
really
like he's
sorry. Whatever,
dying.
yeah,
Like,
I'm
he's
really
like,
sorry. Whatever you call. I can't remember your name. But Bolt's like, yeah, man.
No,
And this
you're
guy
not.
looks like he's
Yeah.
about to
I think it's
die.
Adam Jamili. I think.
There we go.
What was it?
Well, it
Yeah.
says
think
When he like the 18-year-old in the 2012
2012,
Olympics, and
maybe,
he got
yeah.
into it wasn't the finals, but he
Yeah,
did quite
maybe.
well. Everyone was really
Yeah,
surprised. Like,
But that's what I mean, like I like that, yeah, because I saw a meme of someone doing that where it's just like, why the fuck am I here? Like his face,
It's like-
and it
I
does
al-
look like that, it's like,
Yeah.
why did I want
I
that?
also saw a meme that was like, whenever you think your job is completely pointless and you're never going anywhere in life,
Yeah.
just think about being the lifeguard at the Olympics
Yeah.
swimming finals.
speaking about that, did you see the other photo going not really viral, but just the Michael Phelps one where it's
Oh, his
him,
face,
him leading
yeah,
and
yeah.
the guy looks to him at the side like,
Oh
fuck.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
at the start before that race,
Yeah,
when you
he-
like proper trying to psych him out.
Yeah,
or
the
something,
South African
like-
swimmer would just
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
like shadow
Getting in
boxing
his
in front of
face,
us or
yeah.
something
And
like
Mike
that.
Phelps is
Yeah,
going,
That
I mean,
man is an absolute.
I was about to say,
He's just
speaking
a
of Phelps,
fish.
He's a
Yeah.
fucking
I
beast.
mean, 23 golds, 3 silvers, and 2 bronze medals.
He's got more than
he
most
is.
countries,
Yeah,
hasn't
I've got
Yeah,
the
he
stats
is.
here. 31 current Olympic countries are above Phelps in the all-time medal table,
it.
which means 175 countries have less like gold medals
total
than
medals though.
no gold. I think it is.
Yeah,
It's
but
gold.
total goals.
Yeah, total goals
since the
since the beginning of the Olympics.
fucking
175 countries have less gold medals than.
It
Michael
is a
Phelps.
little bit of a like.
No wonder America
unfair
always winning the
advantage.
Olympics. Fucking
Considering he's the son of Poseidon,
Yeah.
I'd say that it's
He's just insane. He's got a stupidly weird body type though,
does look
because he's like his legs are short, which means you get like that's something to do with something. But his body's long and he
Yeah.
has long arms.
Well, that helps.
Yeah. So
I've
he
seen
has
that
he has
picture where
like
he
his.
can like wrap his arms
Yeah.
around himself
Yeah.
and touch his fingers.
That's it.
Still.
His proportions are really weird, but obviously he's like built like
Yeah.
Like a fish.
like
Yeah.
massive. But yeah, the Olympics were good. I enjoyed them.
Paralympics coming up soon.
Paralympics
so-
coming, although they've had like loads of their funding cut, haven't they?
Have they?
Like something like the
Yeah.
Rio had to try and source like £60 million worth of extra funding because they overspent so much, and like loads of the event like spectator events are getting cut.
Oh,
They've still
fucking
got like a ridiculous amount of tickets that haven't been sold. Like they're going to cut all the stadiums. It's really sad.
Jeez,
like the
that is
amount that's being
terrible.
cut because like London really made like the Paralympics something. Like it
Yeah.
made it. It put it on a. I mean, the only thing that annoyed me was that it wasn't covered on BBC One, and I was always like, it's been-
Channel 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Channel
Yeah, that
4.
annoyed
I mean,
me
I
as
mean,
well.
I mean, to be fair, if like Channel 4 outbid BBC for it, that's completely fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
But it was almost like it felt like.
BBC just
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
palms
we
off
don't
on
want
them,
it. If like
yeah.
BBC refused it, I think that's really bad.
Yeah.
And I also found the adverts really patronising.
Yeah.
Like, do you know the like they're the superhumans and stuff. I was like, I get what you're trying to do, but it almost sounds like you're being really patronising towards them.
Well, that means The Last Leg is 4 years old now, doesn't it? That TV
Oh, yeah.
show.
That's a good TV show.
Started just for the Paralympics.
TV show. Yeah.
It's an enjoyable
It was a
TV
spin-off.
show.
It was like an after show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For the Paralympics. That's what I mean. I did appreciate Channel 4's kind of endeavour in making that. Obviously, like you said, like it was a lot more popular because of. Yeah, I mean, you can say what you want about the adverts, but they did a lot.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Put
They did a lot of
towards
good.
that, yeah. Especially with things like The Last Leg, like adding like everyone loves a bit of comedy, like adding like a comedy twist to like a sports show, which was specifically about the Paralympics. It brought it on par with everything else, I think, which was nice because you get things like A Question of Sport and like A League of Their Own and these comedy shows that are about mainstream sports. It was kind of nice having one dedicated to the Paralympics at the time. So it's. Yeah.
So it's just a shame that Rio messed it up like a bit. It's kind of sad.
Tokyo will be fine. Tokyo will be good. I can't wait for. I kind of hope I'm there. I kind of want to go to Tokyo just for like.
Just be there.
Did you see the Tokyo?
I didn't watch it, but I heard about the fucking.
Yeah, we came out with Mario.
Yeah,
a big.
I just want a big ass like Pikachu to just like come out with fireworks or something.
I thought you were going to say Tokyo Drift, but.
Don't be silly.
DK.
Diesel.
Just like,
The thing is, do you reckon someone posed a good question? Actually, I can't remember where I heard it, but like, do you reckon Nintendo paid some of the Olympic committees to actually be? Because I mean, featuring Mario, it's a big fucking deal having that on there.
It is. It's probably part of.
It's that culturally ingrained that it's part of it.
But so was like anime and stuff like that though. But was that involved?
I think Mario is going to be a lot more recognisable than particular bits of anime, even though anime is very huge. Like,
to the rest of the world, but in Tokyo, I can't imagine it would be.
See, I still wonder if anime is still more like a subculture
in Tokyo.
Because I mean, still comic books are still a bit of a subculture, even though they're super popular now. But it's still like Western comic books are still like massive now in like more than they ever were in both America and England. But it's still considered like a subculture. Like most people don't read, but most people know and like Mario. So it's probably that, and like most people know James Bond, and it's probably why they put that in the opening ceremony. For like London.
Got a couple more trending things. We'll whiz through them.
Forgot what we were going to do.
We'll whiz through them. Yeah, that's it. We go off on so many tangents. It's a really nice one that anyone that's got Netflix will probably have seen the Making a Murderer documentary. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's great. Well, this may spoil something.
I thought it'd be a spoiler. I'm trying to avoid it, but we'll go there. Stranger Things is fantastic.
Stranger Things is fantastic.
I listened to the soundtrack on the way here.
Great soundtrack.
Do you mind
I think I've already heard this.
that Brendan Dassey, who was in prison because of the trial that goes through, has had his sentence overturned by a judge, which is like absolutely incredible because anyone that's watched that documentary can see that I mean, that guy's innocent. Like that, it's so fucked up. Like what that happened to that kid.
Didn't it just get you really angry about the justice system?
It makes you really angry because he's obviously, he's not like mentally impaired, but he doesn't get what's going on in that situation, and he's so coerced and so forced and so pushed that he just starts saying things because he's a young guy who isn't very bright, and he's pushed to say things, and he ended up in prison for murder. And like because of the help of this documentary, it means that Brendan Dassey is being released, which I think is great. It's really great.
Again, like
it shows you the power of like
media,
of TVs. Like a lot of people go, like you can't have it. You just watch it and it's entertainment. You're like, no, like stuff like that can have a difference. Another one, Arriva Bus Company was trending, and I saw it, and I knew. I knew who would have posted this as soon as I saw it trending. This is Arriva. Company tells bus driver he was denied job because he is not Romanian, reports say. Also, can I say what's really annoying? I've just noticed on the Facebook trending things that every word starts with a capital letter. I'm like, why? That's just horrendous grammar. But anyway, any guesses who was posting this article?
Britain First.
No, you got more mainstream creative media.
The Daily Mail.
Daily Mail. And I just thought, I bet it wasn't that. I bet a Romanian got the job ahead of him, and that's what it is. And then there's a quote on the article: I've been looking for a job driving for ages, so was delighted when I saw this advert. He said, I was all set for the interview when they told me all the posts has been filled by Romanian drivers. That just means like Romanians got the job.
But
that doesn't mean like they went. like you just know, like it's his word.
Just sat on his
It's
arse
just
and
his
didn't
word. Yeah,
apply
it's
it.
his word against, like, obviously, like the Daily Mail are going to pick that up
Yeah.
and talk about it. But they could have just said almost like they need to fill a quota, don't they, of like ethnic backgrounds and EU stuff and all that, and like you can just think like that's probably what it was, and maybe someone didn't phrase it that well to him, or maybe it was just like
was he told? Did someone message him back saying sorry?
Yeah,
Romania?
how
that's-
unprofessional does that
that's what
seem?
that's what he's saying they said to him.
So either someone
that.
fucked up at Arriva
Yeah.
and said something they either didn't mean properly or they should never have said.
Or maybe
Oh,
they
he's
just,
just bullshit.
I think they just phrased it badly, like they almost went like it was like, do you know what I mean? You
There's
just look
no
at it and you go,
need to say Romania. You see the position's been filled.
Yeah.
Romanians have the job.
And I'm positive I read in one of these articles about that story is that he said he also moved to that location, wherever it is in the country. He moved from it just to get the work. And
What, an
then he's
Arriva bus driver?
Yeah, he moved before he got the job. Apparently.
What a dickhead there.
Yeah, that's what I've read. Don't know how true
yeah,
it is.
I think I read that as
No,
well.
I don't want to like knock bus drivers or anything, but it's not a dream job you'd move across the country for.
How dare!
To drive for Arriva.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it was more a case of he was that desperate for a job
Yeah.
that he was willing
Which
to
is
do
which is
this
fair
much.
enough. I know there's a lot of people out there who are struggling for a
Yeah.
job, but don't blame
It's
the
fair
Romanians.
dues because it's public transport and it's crucial.
Yeah.
So it's a really necessary job and it's an important one as well. It's
Yeah,
just,
Elliot, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
it's just because
I
you
just
fucking
serve
drive.
food.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically it's just a retard
Yeah.
who wants to get some headlines.
Pretty much.
Which seems
yeah.
like a lot of people.
And you'll probably end up with a payout from Arriva as well. Another quick one. This is BBC actually. This one that really, I think it was trending as well. But a gay couple got like kicked out of a Sainsbury's for
I
like
heard
holding
this.
hands,
What?
and then loads of like.
Where was this at?
It was in London. I think it was like I think the headline was a bit clickbaity because when
Yeah.
you actually read the article, I think it was
fucking-
almost like they'd paid and they were about to leave anyway, and like a security guard sort of said to them, not like get out of here, leave
maybe
now,
they're like, "Okay,
but it was like
hurry up, lads," or
I think it was
something,
something like someone across the store like had said something about
Yeah,
them.
I'd seen
Like it was a
this.
bit. It wasn't as bad as the headline made out, but
They were
basically,
chased out with like pitchforks.
yeah.
I heard they weren't paying. I heard that they
Yeah.
were just shopping about holding hands. And
Yeah.
then someone like on the way out did.
Yeah, said
complain,
something
yeah.
to them. But basically, like hundreds of like people went into that store and had a kiss-a-thon, like do you know, like gay couples,
Yeah.
and just like stood in the aisles, like
protest.
holding hands and kissing and stuff.
I thought that was lovely.
Yeah, I thought.
It was really nice because like I remember reading one thing, and I think it was a quote from one of like the gentlemen who were kind of kicked out, and he was saying it's so nice to have the community not only by your side but show it, like because he said we obviously got a lot of kind of mail and stuff and a lot of like kind of messages about how outrageous people thought it was, but they were saying it was really heartwarming to see so many people come
like
together in a way
something
like that. I thought it was lovely.
Talking of people coming together in a very nice way, this happened today, which has been an ongoing thing, is that outside the French embassy there was like a beach party. Basically this is into relation to certain coastal towns in France banning burkinis, which for anyone who doesn't know is basically like a skin tight, it's almost like a swim, like a wetsuit.
It's a wetsuit.
But it also covers the head and hair, so that like Muslim women can it's mainly aimed at Muslim women, obviously, because the name like burkini
They
comes
can
from
swim
burqa.
as well as
yeah,
keep their
it means they
religious
can
modesty.
go swimming. They can keep their religious modesty. They're not going in any form of clothing, do you know? Because they want to keep covered up. They're not going in any of the outdoor clothing. They're going in, and basically they've been banned because they're seen as a threat. It's not a they say it's not cultural.
France have banned the burqa anyway.
Yeah, because it's seen as you don't know who's under there. They could have a bomb basically,
Burkinis.
and you're just like a burkini is a skin tight thing. Like look out for the guy in a big jacket on a warm day.
The
You know what I
face
mean?
anyway. The face is off.
It doesn't cover the face.
Yeah.
And basically, a lot of these towns have banned them, and it's been kicking off quite a lot because you just Google burkini and look at it, and you kind of go, that's not something that
There is
it's a good thing. And I know a lot of people have been saying that it's the men. Like they shouldn't be allowed they're not should be allowed, but it's kind of a good thing because like it's freeing women because like it's the men that make them wear that. It isn't like some of the women want to keep their modesty and want to dress like that. It isn't the men. I mean, you can go into a whole debate about Islam and the way that women are treated within Islam, but that's a different topic. But a lot of the women want to wear that and they want to keep the modesty. And why like stop them from doing that? And I found the story that Marks and Spencer's entire Burkini collection had sold out like after the ban, which I think is great.
Yeah.
And then also that's the French embassy. There was a beach party, so apparently they brought sand and everything, and people sat out front playing beach volleyball with deck chairs out.
Where was this?
In the French embassy in London, I think.
London.
And they all sat around, and some of them had burkinis on. They had plaques, protesting what they were doing.
Because burkinis were actually in the Rio Olympics as well, weren't they? For the,
for
Muslim athletes.
And you just think it's just so great. Like it's horrible that it's been banned around the world and seen as a thing. But
I saw a thing which was, and sometimes the worst thing to do, and I do it like to myself, and it's because you know what you're expecting when you do stuff like this, but reading the comments on things like that, especially the comments that are usually angry, like, because obviously, it's so disgusting to see some people's like hatred towards stuff. But then there was like a comment which was like, "All religions are wrong." Anyway, I say ban it not because of the modesty, but because religion's bad. And it's like, well, right, for you to say religion's bad, okay, because of all the reasons, because he brought up how religion has caused endless wars and all this, and I thought, right, your bigotry towards religion is the same bigotry you're moaning about religion's doing. And it's like, the irony of you, sir, is ridiculous.
Yeah. People
and
do what they want to do.
Exactly, it's like you said, like some people want to keep the modesty.
Don't be a
Don't be a dick.
Just don't be a dick. Yeah, number one.
Yeah, I think there's a quote from the there's an article I found, the woman who created the burkini said, "I created to give women freedom, not take it away."
Yeah.
And this is a quote. She said, "I would love to be in France to say this. You've misunderstood. And there are more problems in the world to worry about. Why create more? You've taken a product that symbolises happiness and joyfulness and fitness and turned it into a product of hatred." And I kind of get that. It's about fitness as well, because I know a lot of Muslim women, especially the devout ones who want to keep covered, don't feel comfortable going to like gyms and everything because you can't. It's hard to work out in all of that clothing. The burkini sort of offered them a chance to like do that, and you're just thinking like, what?
Well, see,
what are you doing? You just like, this is what Trump's back to Trump. This is what he's doing. He's creating a divide, and that's exactly like all these people. That's exactly what. Like, I kind of like this actually, that they're being referred to as so-called Islamic State now rather than Islamic State, because
it's not representative.
Yeah, like it's not representative of most Muslims. I know a lot of people will go on about religion creating a lot of wars, and they have over the years, and there is a lot of hatred within religion. But someone who works closely with Muslims, they are not representative of Muslims at all.
Yeah, that's all.
And it's just it's nice that they call them so-called Islamic State, and that's exactly what they want. They want a divide between Western culture and them, and this is how it happens, because you start saying to these people who have no association with Islamic State, you can't wear that in our society, you can't be like that, you can't practice your religion, you can't wear what you want, you can't be what you want. When do they go, actually, do you know what, those guys that I thought were bad, who are going to let me be who I want to be, maybe I should go and side with them instead of... And he's like, what are you doing? Like, who are these people that are just going... Yeah, the way to tackle this is to say, no, you can't be who you want to be.
It is just
you can't be who you want to be because we're scared that you're that guy. You're pushing them towards that guy. You're not pulling them away. You're giving them a reason to go over there and be part of that. You're not giving them a reason to change their ways and stay here.
Bring in, as you called me last episode, Nerd of Nerds. I'm going to bring you back to a reference to comic books, and that is just look at mutants.
Yeah,
because it's not. I don't know if anyone knows this, but Stan Lee deliberately wrote the characters Professor X and Magneto based around Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and their approaches to their cause. And Magneto is based off more than Malcolm X. Being
a lot more violent about it.
Yeah. But again, it's the same kind of thing. You look at the radicalisation of people because they are combined in some kind of cultural association, and then the fear of not understanding stuff.
Ignorance.
Yeah. I'm starting to figure... someone just farted really silently. I don't know if it was the dog. Was it Tina?
Is it Jordan or the dog?
I was going to say Jordan or dog.
That's a new fun game. Jordan or the dog.
sit down over there. Let's just
just let us forget. I think we'd fucking know after what Jordan was producing.
Yeah.
This is the tone of the podcast, everybody. Straight from political issues and to
fart
a fart
jokes.
joke.
We'd have to put pants on Tino, otherwise it'd be too obvious. the sound a fart makes when it's touching
cloth.
Touching cloth.
That could be the name of the podcast.
I was going to say, I like the idea of like Jordan doing bare ass farts as well.
Yeah, actually, it's either
We'll switch
you put your pants down or we put pants on Tino.
I had some more trending stuff, but I like ending it on that tone of going from the most serious issue you could ever think about to
Fart jokes.
Jordan or dog.
Just as a aside to that though, with the burkini, if you do search burkini or a wetsuit, there is a picture where it's side by side and it's the exact same thing.
Yeah. Except
It's like
a headscarf.
Well, not even that.
just
the top.
The wetsuit had that.
Did
That's
it?
the thing. It was literally.
Yes,
Oh yeah, possible scuba divers.
France
Yeah.
is banning this, but they'll allow this. It's like, well, it's
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah,
a bit shitty.
pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Speaking of what's shitty, Jordan, I hear there's something that really gets on your nerves.
Do you want to know what grinds my gears, Matthew?
I want to know what grinds your gears.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Does everyone else want to know what
Preach,
grinds my
brother.
gears?
No.
No.
I know.
Oh,
Right.
that brings
I
it
just
in.
want to point out that as I was saying that, Jordan was very carefully pulling out his handwritten notes on this topic. His
Oh shit, it's 4 pages!
4 pages of handwritten notes
Yeah.
on whatever it is that really annoys Jordan.
I realised how I've summed it up. Right. What grinds my gears, and it could be seen as controversial, are pandas.
I thought you were going to say burkinis then.
Nah. That'd be too predictable. I like to throw people off with pandas. Elliot can remember a couple of months ago where... Was it just me, you and David?
Me, you and David.
Yeah, I can't remember how this conversation came up, but I was saying about how I just do not see the fascination with pandas. I think they're just absolute idiots. Just because I can give you a full explanation as to why. But basically, you always see pandas to be these sort of clumsy, joyful, sort of dozy idiots.
Bumbling idiot.
Yeah, and you kind of feel that they're able to do that in captivity, and these are endangered. But why do we put so much effort in the whole idea of why we have to save these animals? So I've done various bits of research to just reinforce the fact that I always like being right. And I'm going to really explain to you why I'm right with my 4 pages of panda facts.
Fire away.
What time
Fire
are we
over
on at the minute? Right, we're on 101 minutes.
101 minutes.
Yes.
Great.
We're not cutting any of this down.
Good.
Basically, there's about 2,000 estimated pandas in the world, 1,600 in the wild, and the rest, around 400, are in captivity. All pandas around the world are on loan from China. They've basically got the full monopoly on them.
Like all the queen owners.
Exactly. The whole reason that, various reasons why pandas are endangered are because of an expanding population in China starts driving out pandas in various areas that they lived in, and through that, it's just made them homeless because they've wanted homes for Chinese
Tell them
people.
to go to Amsterdam. No one's homeless there.
And then I think there was bits of hunting because apparently on the black market you can get $60,000 to $100,000 for
Wow.
panda pelt, which is the hide and fur and shit like that.
How much was that, John? How much to make a note? Yeah.
$60,000 to $100,000.
Okay.
I mean, and
What's
if
that in sterling?
There's 400 in captivity. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can make a taste.
But I'm gonna start reading through why I do not understand how pandas are actually looked after. Because you know the whole idea with endangered species, it's the idea that either humans have driven them out, or basically we have because we're the dominant sort of species, and through that
Destroying
everyone else
homes
suffers.
and things like that.
Yeah. But there's some sort of, I've read up and there's some fantastic sort of quotes I've found that actually surmise why are we actually putting this much effort into looking after these animals when they don't really provide anything for us. So, you're going to love this.
That's
exactly.
fighting talk.
I'm going in like Conor fucking Gregor. But
McGregor,
yeah. Right, anyway, female pandas, because pandas are notoriously bad at breeding, are fertile for 3 days in a year.
Fucking hell.
So I'm going to sort of cover the whole basis as to why, even if we didn't look after them, pandas would struggle to survive.
Yeah.
That's right. On a sign that there was the one at Edinburgh Zoo pretending to be pregnant to get more buns.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's hungry, it pretended to be pregnant.
Yeah.
You called it an idiot. What are you talking about?
Nah, that's manipulation. That's evil.
That's being a woman.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
Anyway, female pandas are only fertile for 3 days in a year, and that's up to 3 days. That's not a definite 3 days. That could be 1 day in a year.
Birth control.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's just go fuck pandas.
I meant for other male pandas, but no.
Nah, they don't know what to do.
Oh no.
His fat will look at me like a dream bubble, but for
Right.
pandas.
You're gonna love this, but baby pandas eat the mother's shit.
I thought that was going to hold different.
But apparently, hippos and elephants do as well.
So you're
yeah.
hating on pandas, you're hating on hippos and elephants
Well,
as well.
Right, apparently, pandas became vegetarian. Like, they're actually carnivorous, but they became vegetarian on the basis that, for some reason, when I've been looking up panda facts, everyone's like, yes, pandas are bears. And it's like, well, of course they fucking are. What are you doing? They're not fucking fish. So, apparently, pandas, in their sort of wise but also fucking lazy abilities, and decisions that they thought, right, instead of hunting after sort of meat and fruit, competing with other bears, we're just going to go after bamboo and veggies and stuff like that.
I think they saw one of those Peter videos which was like, this is where your meat comes from. They were like,
I'm seeing these. We should have a fucking gear off, me and you. These are the gears wars.
Is this one of yours?
This is Gears of Wars.
The Peter videos. Is that what you grind your gears?
No, I was going to say that I disagree. I think that's smart as fuck, that.
Well,
that's an animal going, well, we're not really built for this kind of shit, are we?
Well,
we need to...
I'm going to stay home and eat the leaves.
I think I'm going to... Yeah, the leaves are right there. I think I'm going to do that, to be honest.
Like I said, Guff, I'll explain to you why you're wrong. But anyway, pandas eat bamboo as it is plentiful and it stops them from having to deal with competition from other animals. 99% of a panda's diet is bamboo.
Right.
Bamboo is nutritionally poor. For a panda to be able to survive, it has to eat a quarter of its own weight a day in bamboo.
I thought they can't digest it that well as well.
Exactly, because they've got a very small sort of, not particularly good at digesting fibrous food,
So
digestive tract.
Let's go for
Exactly.
bamboo.
Apparently, pandas really like young bamboo sprouts, which are even less nutritious than sort of fully grown. So that means they have to eat up to half their own body weight just to make sure they survive. Now, on average, the weight of on average, the weight of an average female panda is 70 to 100 kilograms.
That's it?
So that means kilograms, 70 to 120.
I weigh a fucking panda. Well, a baby panda.
Right. So basically,
I weighed more than a panda before I started dieting. Jesus Christ.
I think I currently weigh more than a panda.
So basically,
sorry, is the thumbnail just going to be me in a panda suit?
It's just you in different suits.
So basically, if a panda on average weighs between 70 and 120 kilos, it has to eat 35 to 60 kilograms of bamboo every day to survive.
That's a lot of bamboo.
That's a lot of fucking bamboo. Due to their low nutrition diet from bamboo, they have to conserve energy, which is why they're lazy. Because of this, it affects all aspects of a panda's life, even to the point that they give birth to small, undeveloped cubs just to feed them on milk rather than spending the energy on letting them develop in the womb. So this is why panda survival rates
really
were
low.
shit. Because
So you're trying to right? Have I just misunderstood that a panda would birth a baby panda before it was ready, just to think, fuck it? It would just go, all right, you've had enough. You take them out early. This creme brulee's done.
Well, the creme brulee's not done. That's the point.
due to male pandas' poor diet, their sex drive is also lacking. They have disproportionately small penises because of this as well.
Rob in there too.
Which then leads to more effort involved in mating.
Confirmation that vegetarians do have small penises.
Because of that, it involves more effort in mating. Even though it's still mate, there's nothing wrong with having a small dick. You can still mate.
It's the motion of the ocean. Not
exactly.
The size of the ship.
But basically, the increased effort involved to successfully mate, as well as female pandas only being fertile 3 days a year, with their diet giving them very little energy, and this has led to panda birth and survival rates being terrible. But they've improved while in captivity, but that's only because you get like people dressed up in panda suits trying to artificially inseminate female pandas and all this weird kinky shit.
I want that job.
You know what? In Japan, you
like a panda fluffer.
No, sorry, did you say they're all owned by China? Did you say they're all owned by China?
All of them, yeah.
Inside the Chinese, I think I remember seeing a video of like inside the Chinese zoo where you do see the people dressed.
As
pandas running around.
I've seen this. Right, here's another fantastic one. In the wild, panda cubs stay with their mothers for 2 years, but in captivity they stay together for 6 months. This is for breeding reasons, because they don't want to find that them having to look after baby pandas gets in the way of sort of ovulation, having another one. This prevents panda cubs from naturally bonding with their mum and dad and actually seeing how they mate, as silly as that sounds. So and because of that, they don't know how to mate. They haven't had the time to bond with females properly, so they lose that social interaction. So basically, some males have become either scared or uninterested in females. So you could say they're kind of friend-zoned or scared of female pandas. That's
so
why
what you're trying to tell me is it sounds an awful lot like the mating process for pandas seems to be all the males are manic depressive 14-year-old like nerds that don't know how to talk to women, but the women are also an eclipse.
Yes.
They ovulate as often as the eclipse.
But oddly enough, well, no, this isn't odd. This is right. Wild pandas manage to breed much better and mate much better than captive pandas due to the animalistic behaviours of fighting for a mate, showing off strength, dominance, etc. Well,
I guess it increases hormones in
pandas, it's the idea that they have to compete with nature, and captivity just lets pandas indulge in being lazy. So this is why there's been so much issue with pandas in captivity breeding, but apparently ones in the wild have better chances of doing it.
Probably survive longer as well.
Exactly, yeah. Like I've said before, pandas are endangered due to humans destroying the homes with an expanding Chinese population, hunting, and I think as well they believe pandas could be used in old Chinese medicine to help with ailments, because the Chinese hunted tigers and other animals. Yeah, for as well, yeah.
Cures ED?
Really?
Nope, but I'm making that up.
That's Sam's science for the week, everyone.
Yeah, there we go. Eat pandas, they give you a hard on.
The irony? The fucking irony of that.
No, this is my favourite quote. If anyone's seen Spring Watch, there's basically the animal and environmental version of Brian Cox called Chris Packham. Very soft, easy voice, calming manner. He has called panda conservation possibly one of the grossest wastes of human conservation money in the last half a century.
Shit.
And believes it would be better spent on more sensible species like insects, rodents and plants, or even entire habitats, which would actually help the biodiversity of environments, species in total, because it's like the idea that worms in soil rotate soil, which helps growing plants and stuff like that. There's every little reason.
They'll just sit on their arse.
That was my whole thing. It wasn't like don't say kill the pandas.
No, exactly.
That's what I was saying. Let them live. Like give them their own space. But we just
give up with them. Just
there's better things to spend money. Like, they literally can't. Like you said, they can't fuck to save the life. That's.
You know what, right? I don't want to, I'm not saying that, I'd like to see them go extinct anytime soon.
Yeah.
However, surely by putting all the pandas in the wild, and if they do die out, as long as it's nothing to do, because you see a lot of animals, I think recently the black rhino has become
It's the white rhino,
Is it the white rhino,
because
sorry?
I've been reading up about that this afternoon. Apparently in the 70s there was about 500 of them, but due to consistent poaching over the 20 years until the 90s, there was about 32 or 15
Well,
or
they're
something like
officially
that.
extinct now, aren't they?
Yeah, because then conservation came in, they looked after them, all these just kept under constant guard, and then it brought them back up to in the 30s, but then poachers got even smarter and brought them back down to about 5 around the world.
That's smart to
And
do
now-
miniguns.
RPGs.
Yes.
And I think there's either one left or they're just completely gone now. So
They're all gone.
Are they all gone?
I
Yeah,
think I read somewhere recently that said they're completely extinct.
Yeah.
But it's and as tragic as that is, and it genuinely made me upset seeing that, I think. But if you look at something like that, that's horrible because that's man-made differences. But if pandas just aren't going to fuck, then surely they're not made for it.
Yeah.
Then they've just, that's natural selection at its finest.
Yeah, exactly.
Let them live their lives out. They can be happy.
Everything
They can be
becomes
what they do.
extinct at some point. It's the idea that
I
maybe...
think they've had it.
Because
if we would just leave them alone, I don't think that. I don't
It's
think
it's like putting one of your grandparents on Plenty of Fish. It's not gonna just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Don't do it.
Chris Packham continued by saying he would eat the last panda in the world if it meant he could transfer all the money spent on panda conservation to other conservation causes.
That's pretty intense.
Do you see this guy works for the BBC?
Yes.
Pretty sure he's...
I would eat the heart of a panda if it meant I could get a new pair of Air Jordans. I don't give a fuck about pandas.
Because
Basically what he's
this is the
saying.
trouble, because I remember when we were having this conversation with David Elliott that David was, me and you were on the same page, but David was kind of outraged, and it was the idea, because David was coming at it that we're obviously an intelligent species, it's our decisions that affect the world, just like everything else, rather than our own need to survive, because it's not like we have to hunt, we've got supermarkets, we've generated our own system to make sure we're well fed and looked after, etc. And obviously it's up to us to be able to look after animals by not driving them out of the habitats, making it unhospitable for them. With fish, was it Fukushima nuclear disaster?
Fuck a panda.
Fuck a panda. But basically, with that,
Fuck a email.
they've leaked.
Who told you?
But seriously, with that, they've leaked a ton of nuclear waste into the ocean, which is killing fish upon fish upon fish, and that is our
Plenty of
fault.
fish.
Yeah.
Plenty of fish, yeah. So it's obviously up to us to be able to prevent this, but
I'm trying to make blinky.
you've got to kind of understand that even with if an animal can survive by itself, then it's going to be alright, but even when we're going to the extent of putting some of them in captivity to try and increase breeding rates to understand them, and it's not even working, it's kind of like, what's the point? There was a video, I think it was last week, so I had a couple of people tag me in it, where it just showed a panda that was sleeping, and another panda got up on a table above it and just shat on its head.
I love that. I mean, that was the best video.
The thing is, though, that's just like pure bants, isn't it?
I mean, your mate falls asleep, shit on his head.
Exactly. We've all been there, both ends.
What do you think happened in Zandy?
I mean, Jordan was basically...
seeing it on his Snapchat.
Shot on Chloe's head?
I mean, Jordan was basically doing that to my dog over there before, but...
We try not to get sued.
Oh, shit.
That's like what fucking...
Man paralysis.
They're so crazy.
So I'm basically going to surmise it as pandas are small dick, shit-eating, monochromed, lazy vegetarian bastards. And my favourite panda fact ever is a group of pandas are also known as an embarrassment.
Actually?
Apparently so.
Oh my God.
An
Seriously.
embarrassment of
Yeah.
pandas.
They're like the in-betweeners of animals. Yeah, golf clap.
Well done, Jordan.
Pretty cute, though, aren't they?
That's why people think
they're cute.
ultimately that's why they're being saved, because this Chris Packer made a point that there was some sort of
If they were ugly,
dolphin that was swimming in Japanese water rivers that ended up going extinct because it just looks like a melted bar of soap. but people didn't care.
No, it's not cute.
I feel like I kind of wish Laura was here just to
Yeah.
see if she had any other arguments
Yeah,
apart
I was just
from.
about to be fair, I can remember.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah, well, God bless you. I can remember like we went all the way up to Edinburgh to actually go and like see them because there are a couple up there, and I was like shitting it because we went all the way up. Like literally, that's why we went to Edinburgh. And like when you get there, you have to book like a slot to go and look at the pandas because obviously that's why most people go. And there's like a sign up saying. Yeah, they might not even be out, because obviously I'm not sure if it's the law, but obviously most zoos have zones where the animal isn't in the sight of the public. Yeah. So if they want to get away, they can be away, and obviously the pandas have that as well. And it's like, oh yeah, you might not even get to see the panda because they might be like not there because they just don't want to be out and about. And I remember like she hadn't seen it, and I was just there like, oh my god, what if we've come all this like travel from Manchester to Edinburgh for like 3 days and we don't even see any like pandas. I mean, we did see them. They're pretty cute.
Why did it take 3 days?
Yeah, no, we went up there for 3 days.
Right.
No, it took us 3 days. Yeah, just like ran. Be pretty impressive if I ran there in 3 days.
Yeah,
pretty sick. But I actually can remember that. Not saying any of your facts are wrong. Obviously, it was beautifully well put, and I very much admire your dedication and your commitment and your passion.
Damn right, man.
To the pure hatred that rots your soul. But I can remember the keeper, and obviously he's probably biased because he probably loves pandas. Yeah. But he did tell us like a lot of. I can't remember any of it, but he did tell us stuff about like misconceptions about pandas.
Was it
stuff.
all the opposite of what John was saying? Nah, the big dick love machines. Yeah. They love it.
No, it was. He did like. I remember hearing a lot of the stuff like that they don't make very well, and it is only like 3 days a year, and they can also like self-abort as well if they don't feel like the environment's right. So yeah, pandas grind. Jordan's gears.
Yeah, my argument was a bit better than yours with Drake, but.
Jordan research.
Yours just seemed like a rational hatred.
It wasn't.
But mine was more like fact-based science.
I did very appreciate all of your facts. It was very good.
Very well.
Very impressed.
Well, the rest of us will have to step our games up.
Yeah,
I'm excited because I don't know what I ate that much now. I'm excited. I've got to really try and think it through.
I know I want to talk about nerd shaming. That's what I need to talk about. Elliot, sins? Is that what you...
People who can't stick to diets. I feel like
you should talk about that.
That could be mine.
Laura could be sat here while you say this.
And Guffers.
We could basically do a character assassination of everything Laura likes.
He's not just going to see this bit.
Yeah, let's call this section like everything Laura loves.
Mulberry bags.
I had a lot of other stuff to talk about, but the podcast has gone on for a while.
Done 2 hours, I think.
It's gone for a while. It's very late.
Save it for some.
And let's say we don't want to spoil you guys, the listeners.
We'll eat Doritos next.
You greedy pricks!
Oh yeah, we didn't eat the Doritos.
Doritos.
We're going to end on. We're all going to try.
What are we going to do?
Lime.
Poritos. Hint of lime. Because we bought some.
Bime.
With some.
They're not
We never know these days.
Fine time.
Who's going to be suing?
Some coward, lean, and Ive.
Yeah. Everyone.
Dip. Bip. Yeah, we got to use the word dip.
Coward Lehman Vibe dip.
Nesco's.
Yeah. Everyone take it. No, don't eat it yet.
Coffee.
Take it out your mouth. Naughty.
Yeah,
boy.
let's get the full.
Oh, spoilers.
Okay.
What's it smell like?
Smell ya.
Smells like a Thai green curry.
Yeah, go on. Right, stick it in, everyone.
They are nice.
No.
That is
Alright.
pleasant.
I like it.
Quite refreshing.
Thai green curry-ish. Hey! Thai green curry-ish.
Yeah, good.
Very zesty.
They are
Yeah.
zesty. I didn't expect. I thought it was just going to be all salt. But
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
No, they're good.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're nice
Yeah,
then.
they're nice. Check
Check
them out.
burritos.
We didn't try the dip.
No.
The
It's only Pesco's own, so I'm sure it'll be okay.
Bow and Neem and dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really horrendous illness. Like, what have you got? Oh, man.
Bow and Neem and dive.
Oh, what's
Good pig Latin. it,
Stage
like,
4.
Cray on the Cray.
Doritos Day.
Yeah. So, yeah. We've spoken for a long time. I think we've got some quality content, and we don't want to spoil you too much.
I have an idea for what I'm going to draw.
David, hasn't it? David?
I won't say
Why does call you David?
All right.
Guff has an idea of what he's going to draw, and we're going to have some quality content for you next time we can get a chance to
I've
record.
got something brewing. Can I do it down the microphone?
Is it a fart?
It is.
Do it.
Just don't do it in.
I've got to use these.
That's at me.
Oh,
That was right at me.
Good.
I hate you.
But yeah, we've got some. Obviously, what we've just recorded is quality content. You've just listened to it. You know it.
Is.
But coming up, we've got. We're going to talk about spoiler culture within film, which we're going to do today. But I could feel like that could be a long.
I feel that'd be terribly long.
So we're not going to do it today. And we're also going to talk about, in the cold light of day, is university really the best time of your life? Which I think could be interesting as well.
Yes.
Definitely,
Very
considering
interesting.
I've just got my student loan letter and the entire amount I owe them.
Yeah. So bit of context. Guffers is still at university, 1 year, 1 year left. Sam and John have just finished this year. I finished 1 year ago. David finished
1 year ago.
David and Laura finished a year ago.
Yeah.
And Elliot has been loving life in the real world for a whole
wide range
however many.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it'd be quite interesting to get on with specs. So again, it could be a long one, so we're going to save that as well. So we're going to round up here. You can find us at Fortnightly Pod on Twitter and also on Facebook. If you want to find us on Facebook, not that Facebook's a bit rubbish in it, but we're also on SoundCloud and iTunes. If you want to leave us a review, we'd love that. We'd really love that because it's nice.
It's good.
Yes, yeah. If it's 1 star, please don't. But if it's like 4 or above,
Depends
Yeah,
if
don't
they're
bother
that
if you leave a star.
yeah. If it's 4 or above, please leave a review. Say something nice because it's nice to hear that people like what we do. If you've had a laugh, we've had a laugh. I mean, we've had a laugh even if you didn't have a laugh, so it's pretty much fine. Is there anything else? Anything else?
Bye.
We didn't do. Do you do a shameless plug anymore?
You can shamelessly plug something.
I don't have anything to plug.
Oh, well, why bring it
No.
up then?
You fucking mouth then.
Yeah. Do you want to plug your chicken shack again, Elliot?
You what?
Your chicken shack or whatever it was?
Oh, yeah.
What was it
I don't
called?
remember what that was called.
Good.
You're a disappointment, aren't you?
Jones barbecue and breakfast.
Just
Sued by Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
I hope that happens.
Yeah.
Like, if nothing
Yeah.
else for the story.
well,
We'll see you next time whenever it shows up.
toodaloo from me.
Oh, that's a rooty toodaloo from me.
So toodly boodly bitty bit bit for me.
I'm just going to say, depending on how much of this Matt keeps in, I'm sorry and goodbye.
That's what I put on the note he leaves for his parents.
I also echo Sam's sentiments.
And I'll finish with, there's only one part that I'm editing out which is far too dark to enter into the realm of the internet. But everything else is staying in.
Next time.
Next time. See you all soon.
Bye.
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 Also to bring you an update what is happening. The team say that they've spoken to all.
Oh my god. Nothing changed. And nothing else.
You can't even hear it.
Right, can you guys fuck off now, please?
Yeah.
I want to go to bed.
I know.
It was quite late.
Pretty late.